You are now tuned in to the Chaotic Culture Podcast.
It's the KKP on your mother flipping airways. Hear the name ringing through the halls and the stairways. You were listening to a pod that can segue. All the latest topics guaranteed to fill your headspace. It's a safe place to voice your opinion. Say what you feel just like you're a kid again. Kid to pro and friends, black as obsidian. Chaotic culture, that's the world we living in. So what's the word?
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Chaotic Culture Podcast, the pod where chaos rules and black culture is supreme. The Chaotic Culture Podcast is brought to you by patreon.com. That's patreon.com/chaotic culture pod. Subscribe to patreon.com to get bonus episodes, content, and to help keep the lights on. Once again, we appreciate your help. You can subscribe for as low as $3 today. If this is your first time, once again, this podcast will deep dive into modern black culture and how millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha can navigate the crazy parts, from finances, black business highlights, black professionals, community, content creators, home ownership, HBCUs, sports, black nerddom, anime, wrestling, and especially black music. If it encompasses black culture, we're going to cover it. Live from the 410, I am the host and the creator of the Chaotic Culture Podcast. This is your boy, Ked the Pro, a.k.a. the Calculator Millennial, a.k.a. the Encore Presentation.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
A.k.a. your favorite toxic adjacent king, Ked the Poet, Ked the Closer, all that good stuff. 843 is me. Baltimore's the place to be. Always chaotic, never toxic most days. And back again, once again, with your favorite black culture highlights and black culture shenanigans. It's WrestleMania week, so you already know what time it is. It's a WrestleMania weekend prediction show. You already know what we about to get into. If you are a wrestling fan, definitely tune in. If you're not a wrestling fan but interested in WrestleMania, tune in anyway. And if you're not a WrestleMania fan, or if you're not a wrestling fan in general, find one of your friends and tell them to tune into this episode because we're about to get into some shit. Joining me, of course, are the usual suspects for wrestling. First and foremost, on my bottom, excuse me, pause, that's wrong. To the bottom of this screen, we got my boy Vonny in the building once again, aka I Hate Vonny. Go ahead, please introduce yourself, sir.
I'm starting off by saying I ain't nobody's bottom. I'm all top, nigga. What you talking about?
Hey, pause. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. That was my bad for saying that. I'm getting my words twisted up.
But that being said, howdy do, hello. Vonny, the VTuber who yaps about graps, a black man hiding behind a black man. You know where you can find me on all platforms. I hate Vonny.
Also, shout out to Charmeleon and Snorlax in the background.
Hey, big Charizard, yo, yes, sir. Yes,
oh,
sir.
That's Charizard. Okay, look. I didn't see the wings. Let me stop, man. That's shout out to my guy Charizard, bro.
Yo, hiding the fact that my room is a mess.
It's all good, bro. And of course, the other usual suspect for wrestling that we have on here is, of course, my man JB versus the world. He's got a friend of his in the background. If she wishes to introduce herself, she can. But of course, the floor is yours.
What up, everybody? Name Mama, it's your boy JB versus the world. Got hands. Fire. You already know. don't turn me up, man. It's WrestleMania week. It's JB versus the world. I got hands for everybody. I got pins for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't turn me up, Vonny.
Yo, going to get you some.
Don't turn me up, man.
Hey,
it's JB versus the world. Spell it just like this. You spell it out, put it together, say it together like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing out all platforms except for Twitter, where it's JBV the world because the verse was just too long for Twitter.
Indeed. All right, y'all. So at the beginning of every podcast, we go through a mental health check. You know, got to make sure everybody's mentals is good, or if you got some shit to get off, please be sure that you do so. Actually, I'm going to start with JB, bro. How's your mental health been?
Oh man. First of all, I'm a little sad because me and Vonny still not in the intro at all. Like we like, after all this time.
Yo, hey,
that, bro.
Crazy.
I apologize.
No, it be your own niggas.
It be your own.
It's not my fault, man. When I created the video, it said that anything longer than 2 hours, I couldn't clip and put in, and then it was just gonna take me longer to clip our episodes. So I was just like, all right, I got to get this out.
And my brother's keeper. But but nah, March was seriously rough on me. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot of challenges. Got a lot of new things that I'm dealing with, facing and navigating. You know what I'm saying? We're only 13 days, halfway into April. You know what I'm saying? So still a lot of navigating, still a lot of figuring out. I'm not gonna say that I'm not like where I was this time last month. Like I'm definitely on the ascend, but you know how it goes, man. Like slow progress is better than no progress. Slow motion better than no.
And
Nah, that's facts, man.
as day by day, because we all face struggles, and just remembering what's important, and community is important, and people you're connecting with is important, and I'm religious and God is important.
Yes.
And making sure we're hanging in there for everybody, because it's a tough time, and I don't think anyone is having a great time right now. And so just being cognizant of who's on your team and taking things day by day.
Listen, I already heard one sermon today, and you just preached another one. Listen, I get into it when I can. Vonny, how's your mental health been?
You know what? My mentals right now is on the rise as well. We are in Mania week, baby. I love every bit of this. It's beautiful. Big raps all around. The things have just been better to me now than they had been in the prior month. Like even with March being my birthday month, it was some BS going on afoot as well. But again, you can't hold a black man down. You can't do that. Like this is not that. So we take it 1 foot at a time, one step forward. We get it. We got it. And we going.
Oh yeah, Vonny,
Man,
I've
that's
been
facts,
seeing
bro.
your name around these interwebs more and more, brother.
I got a scandal.
Oh,
Nah, I didn't know scandal. What you do?
Hey,
Did you?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not in this house. No, sir. No, sir.
I mean, but if you did, you would say that, right?
No. If I did, listen, I would absolutely say on Front Street. But right now, listen,
I mean, because you could talk to us. Like,
I could talk to you. I could talk to y'all,
yeah,
but I'm talking to y'all and telling y'all I'm a child of God. So listen, I would never. Praise be.
hey.
I walk in the footsteps of two people, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and Stephanie Vicaire.
There. We starting off already.
Hey, look. Hey, when y'all say walk with me, I'm running with y'all. That's all I'm saying when it comes to Stephanie.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. What we doing?
Listen, dog, y'all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
JB doesn't. No. JB is a faithful man, and I am a faithful
I
man.
don't care about any of that. I'm just here for the vibes. I don't care.
Hey, listen.
All right. Hey, we apologize if myself and Vonny do any gooning.
Please.
Whoa, hold on. No.
Be as authentic as your natural selves are. I promise you, there's no judgment over here.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm with you and I'm riding with you on that front. But listen, ain't gonna be no gooning around Cat and no JB. I don't do that. Not in this household.
If you a goon, you a goon.
I'm not a goon. I'm not. Listen, I'm not.
Vonny, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Do what you do.
And what I do is I walk in the image of Christ. That kid though, that man, he got some demons in his spirit. He need to let them shits go.
Hey, don't put that on me. I am a child of God, just like you. Don't put that on me.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't
Speaking
saying
of
shit.
So this week for me has been kind of mainly because the work week has been extremely brutal. I don't know what it was about this week, but I think at my job the volume went up and it went up suddenly. So we got our behinds kicked this week. And not only that, but I haven't been able to sleep well in particular for a few reasons. One, just because of my body still, waking up at a certain time or getting used to waking up at a certain time. And it's like, I didn't get enough hours. I need to go back to sleep. And then I'll sleep till dang near noon. And it's like, well, I got to be to work at 3. So I don't have really time to do much of anything. So there's that. Also, I've had 2 major nightmares back to back. and that's been really messing with me. One I don't want to talk about because that was kind of triggering, but there was one where I could speak about it. I had a terrible nightmare that I missed my brother's upcoming wedding, and I was distraught for that whole day. And I'm like, I got everything planned already. You know, I'm almost all the way packed. I'm only gonna be down there for like 2 or 3 days. I got my suit ready and everything. It just, I guess, anxiety got to me, and so yeah, that's what has been messing with my sleep as of late. But as we say, it's a new week. It's a new step forward. Didn't get a chance to go to church today because obviously I was tired from work. I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m. this morning, but I did wake up in time for a sermon from my church. I just had to watch it on YouTube. Got a good word in, got my spirits rejuvenated, and here we are with a new week. It's WrestleMania week. I do plan on taking some time off this Saturday because I got enough hours to do so where I don't have to wait to watch WrestleMania night one. I can start while I'm at work, and as I'm leaving work, I can continue watching as I go home. So yeah.
Hey, to that point, the whole dream aspect you mentioned about dreaming about missing your brother's wedding, that reminds of, you know how like you have that dream you miss class all semester and at the end you feel like you don't graduate. You won't do. In that sense, it's like I know that to be like a underlying root of a fear of failure or like a fear of like common stress in that sense. That might be your homework takeaway from all of this, to kind of look at like where you feel like you might be failing at and then pick up them pieces from there.
Yeah, I agree. I have those dreams all the time, and I'm a chronically late person. And when someone tells me I have to show up on time, I will. But if I don't have that message, I won't. And so I often have dreams where I'm not passing the semester, I'm not passing the class, and I'm not showing up. But then when it comes to real life, and it's like, hey, these are versions of me that don't have to exist in the present, and I can choose on how I navigate the situation moving forward. And I'm packed, and I'm going to be on time for my flight, and I'm going to be there. But it manifests in dreams of how we are. And I am a chronically late person and have those dreams often of where I miss something or I'm late for something.
Man, both of y'all be chronically late. Vonny super co-signing the late part. What's up with these light skins not being on time?
First of all, I am not light skinned. I'm in like the middle tier of dark skin. Don't do that. But I'll be late than them MF with it when it comes to anywhere I go. It's so bad. Like I had brunch yesterday. We were supposed to be there 1:15. It was like 12:45. I was just hopping out the shower. I'm doing a whole shower ballads and everything. It was bad vibes, but it'd be like that.
Oh man,
but in the end, it just shows that you care about this event so much. And you're going to, in real life, not dream life, you're going to do everything that you can to be there on time, to show up, but you care. And it's manifesting as lateness, but you're going to do everything in your power to show up how you want to.
Yeah, for sure. Like, there's no doubt in anybody's mind here that you're going to be on time and present and do all the things to be there for your brother.
Yeah, for sure. So, and I wholeheartedly believe that. I think, yeah, as you said, sometimes it's just the fear of failure. And more often than not, you know, having those dreams that we talked about, because there are times where I have dreams that I've like missed a class, as you said, the whole semester, or you know, having a dream that I got a failing grade, and then waking up like, bro, you got a whole ass master's degree and you graduated.
Yes.
So yeah, and I think a part of it was also because last year, DreamCon, I missed my first flight. So I think that's also where that fear stems from. It didn't come up initially until I thought about it further. I'm like, I think I know why I probably had a dream like that, is because I missed a flight one time. I was able to correct it and get another flight, but yeah, that kind of hit me hard because it was just like my flight was at 6 a.m. on, I believe, Wednesday last year for DreamCon, and I woke up at like 8 a.m. So I missed the whole flight. So
can I really quickly, I just want to say, I don't want you to feel bad at all about that instance, about the fact that you missed that flight because you still made it. But what I do want you to feel bad about the fact is why the fuck you book a flight at 6 a.m.? Like that shit is crazy to me. The thought of even waking up that early to get on a flight in this world, in this economy right now, like you are tripping. Don't talk to me if it's not before like 10 o'clock. That shit is crazy.
The reason I book early flights, bro, is I do not like TSA.
Fair.
That's real.
That's my main thing. I do
real.
not like dealing with that. So that's why I'm like, instead of going through the whole pre TSA thing, I just get up early and catch an early flight, so I don't got to deal with it.
You're right.
That's real. That's real. It's crazy because I'm going to Momo and both my flights are at the same time. 4 in the afternoon.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm also doing DreamCon again. Well, kinda. Not really doing DreamCon. I'm going to Houston at the same weekend. You know, enjoying the vibes and whatnot. So I will be there. My flight there is not as early. Because I was like, nah, I don't have a reason to rush to get there. So it's like,
he thinking thoughts, bro.
yeah, I'm not trying to run to get to a con. It's just like I'm gonna be in Houston. I'm gonna be around fam and folk and friend. So
we better catch you out there.
Yeah. In full disclosure, I am an early flight person. Sorry, Vonny. Yeah, I am.
Thank
because
you.
I like to get to my destination and relax before I have to go out and socialize. And so, like, I just like to get where I am. I like to settle down and then do whatever it is I want to do in the afternoon. So I booked our flights for DreamCon, so they're like at 6 a.m. on Thursday.
Spitting.
He's disappearing because he doesn't wake up that early. But I like to just get where I'm going and chill.
Nah, they know that.
Y'all be using common sense in this shows. I hate that, bro. Y'all need to live on X Games mode. What is y'all doing?
Not you judging common sense, bro.
Right. No, bro, what is happening here?
That logic, logic. What y'all on? I hate that.
Hey, this is coming from someone who's not an early riser. When it comes to somewhere that I gotta be or want to be, I'll get up 99% of the time. So
listen, if it's left to me and my own devices, I'm not going to no 6, 7 a.m.
He's not. No, he's not.
I'll choose like 10, 11.
Let call me. I'm like, let's get up, let's get to where we're going, and then we're chill, and then we'll do whatever.
I'm gonna be dying on that flight. I already know.
Yo, he gonna be grumpy as hell.
Like, all I do is just go to sleep. I'll be like, all right.
Because I'm not gonna go to sleep because I'll be snoring. I'm not trying to serve nobody on the plane.
I got you.
So in me having a big, generous heart that I do, you know what I'm saying? Let me spare these people, but not using boom bursts.
I don't give a good goddamn. I'm on that plane man spreading, bro. I don't give a damn.
Ted, maybe have a DreamCon podcast so I can tell the people how he snored on the plane.
Wow.
Because it's not going to happen because I'm not going to snore. I'm not going to snore. I'm going to be up on that bitch like this just the whole time, just looking like a crackhead.
You hyperventilating.
Like
I'm just mad this man said boom burst instead of loud voice or screech. He went straight for the
boom burst. 120. Even my allies affected.
Damn. Well, anyway, guys, this has been a good talk. I know that this week is going to be better than the last because I'm gonna make sure that it is. And whatever happens, I'm gonna take it one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, because that's all we really can do. A lot of things have been going on in this world. Obviously, we got a dumbass government. I don't want to talk about them, but we still here, we still alive and thriving, and we gonna make the most of our situations regardless. That being said, we here to talk about wrestling, so we gotta get into it. The WrestleMania card has been building up, and by the time that this episode drops, it'll be on Tuesday. So that leaves us Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days away before WrestleMania kicks off. So we just got to talk about the atmosphere and the vibe. How is everybody feeling about WrestleMania week?
All right. May I go first?
Of course.
This WrestleMania build has been ass, bro. Like, this has been the most ass build since WrestleMania 31, which oddly gives me optimism because that was such a fire show that we don't even really talk about that build until it happens. I like this card. I like the way it's built. I like the way like it's structured, but the week to week, it's just been I don't know, especially when we're talking about the women's triple threat title match, the Seth Roman Punk thing. I don't like what they did this past Monday with the whole like now you owe me a favor. And I'm like, bro, that's not how favors work.
It's not.
Like I'm calling the cops.
It's like, hey, I didn't kill you, so you owe me. What?
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. Just certain aspects of this build has just been lost on me, but I'm looking forward to the matches and as they play out.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Well, I agree. I'm just not that excited. But the prospect, I think also what's intervening now is that Drew said he should have been on the card. And in full disclosure, my favorite performers are Roman, Drew, and Seth. I'm a big Seth rider. Like Monday Night Rollins, like I'm all there.
I'm seeing a
And so
pattern.
like the potential of what it could have been also is kind of weighing into like what is. I wasn't excited, period, but also it's like, oh wow, they really could have integrated that. But
Yeah. Yeah, she's referencing how Drew said in a podcast recently how he felt like he could have been in the Seth Roman and Punk match because of his histories with those guys.
And for me, that would have been gold. Like my 3 phase, like male phase, is like, oh damn, yeah. But,
So just a fatal 4-way of hate.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Real hate is back.
Kendrick Lamar, we're all right in the vibe.
Yo, now that I think about that, peekaboo. hey, that's my bit.
Just hold on. Just let me just do that real quick. All right.
Why do I feel like Vonny wakes up and just screams mustard in the morning?
Yo, on mamas, bro. Like there was a long period of time. It was either that or A minor.
Hello, yes.
Nah, you cooking. I'm not even gonna hold you. Drew in that match as a fatal 4-way, I feel like would have been absolutely really fire. Like they all had a legit. They all had history with each other. It all would have been a legitimate claim. I like Drew versus Damian Priest. I mean, it's gonna be an okay match, but ultimately, I feel like that would have did more, especially as a main event. CM Punk still gets his main event that he won so bad. They all just don't rock with each other. You can build a storyline off of them, and it wouldn't have felt like it was overbooked. As far as like the Mania itself, I agree, and I see where everybody's coming through. The build itself hasn't really been like the best. I think that they could have did a lot more with like Tiffany. They could have did a lot more. Like a lot of the women's stuff, like a lot of the build up in the fuse, there's so much that they could have did, and it feels like they kept shooting them in the foot. Like we're gonna get into this, but why the fuck is Lyra not in defending her title?
Why is Chelsea?
Why is she? I didn't even know, bro. Like you're the women's US and the women's intercontinental champion. Y'all don't have matches on the card.
You got the Intercontinental Championship in a tag team championship match.
Yeah.
For what?
For what?
We know who's gonna win that match, bro. Like also, why are we?
Also, Bayley and Roxanne. What happened?
Yeah, what happened to that? That's my question.
Yeah.
Why did they drop that feud?
That would have been a good match.
They could have put. You got to see one of the 4 horsewomen, one of the pillars of the quote unquote women's revolution, versus the
Prodigy.
I want to call her the up and comer, but the Prodigy, the one who's been making waves and have been having great matches in NXT, and has been considered like one of the best women's wrestlers, and at such a young age and such a long time. That would have made for a great, compelling story and a great match. Why did we drop that?
Exactly. What is Roxanne? What is Roxanne, like 23?
Something like that.
Yes, 23.
And already like
at the very most.
Like a can't miss prospect in wrestling, man, woman, dog, whatever. Like she is so good, and she has nothing left to do in NXT. And you had the perfect inroads for her.
Right.
Why are we dropping the ball here?
it just feels like they put her back there to give her something to do because they didn't have something for her really, but they didn't want her lost in the shuffle. And honestly, bro, Roxanne and Bailey could have been a match that you did instead of Drew. I mean, yeah, instead of Drew versus Damian Priest. Damian Priest could have been in the Intercontinental title match for the sake of being on the card, and then you could have put Drew, like y'all mentioned, in a match, the Fatal 4-Way with the rest of the three, and then you'd have had good booking right there, like. But nah, like we got what we got now. To that being said, I do think that these two pay-per-views going to be absolute bangers. When we go match by match, I'm assuming I'll let y'all know exactly how I feel about each of these. But like, I do think that still this whole weekend going to cook.
Yeah. Honestly, that
I
Ray,
do agree.
that
So,
Ray, that Ray Gable match could have been the one left off if we being real.
I'm gonna talk about that. But as far as the build, yeah, the build has been kind of but I think for me, what it is that in the past, WrestleMania builds have not always been the best. We got a little spoiled last year because that was such a great fucking build up, excuse my language. But yeah, the build to that Mania, to WrestleMania 40 was incredible. In particular because the fans made sure that no shenanigans happened, because we could have got one match and the fans was like, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. And they had to pivot to go with what we all were, or at least what most of the people were begging for a whole year. So that the build to that involving The Rock and beating Cody's ass week to week, including the other matches. You got the brother versus brother, even though that one ended in a dud.
EO and Bailey.
You said what?
EO and
versus
Bailey.
Oh, EO versus Bailey.
Banger.
We saw the I want to call it the dissolution of damage control, because technically there's still a thing, even though they were injured at different periods and whatnot. But during that time, you could see them pretty much like shunning Bailey, and you see the discontent growing with her, and then you see like, okay, the eventual face turn and whatnot. That was such a great build. The matchup between Rhea versus Becky was decent enough. So
Sammy Gunther.
And then of course Drew being Drew.
Yeah.
And Drew and Seth, with Seth also dealing with the Roman and Cody situation. So it was such a great build. But knowing me and how long that I've watched WWE, yeah, sometimes WrestleMania builds are not the best, because we talk about it. The build for WrestleMania 31, terrible. And WrestleMania 31 ended up being such a phenomenal show. So now there are some terrible builds, and then there ended up being terrible manias. Obviously, 32 was a terrible build and a terrible mania, but also that was injury mania because everybody and their mama was injured.
That's facts.
And you got to deal with what you got to deal with.
Yo,
there was a lot of questionable decisions with this WrestleMania build, in particular. Why the Street Profits not on the card? That was yikes.
And the Motor City Machine Guns.
I'm saying,
like, that is so crazy. You land one of the most legendary tag teams ever. One of the best, definitely the biggest influence on this entire generation of tag team wrestlers.
This
aside
roster
from the Young Bucks, right? Like, they're this side of the Young Bucks. Like, they're like the team. They come to WWE. You put them in the tag team picture. Like, you give them the titles. You take them off. Them and the Profits. And neither one of them at Mania.
Yeah.
Hey, can I admit something here, bro?
What's up?
I don't want to see the New Day versus War Raiders on WrestleMania. That could have been y'all could have did this tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. And again, I love New Day. Let me not do that. I love New Day. I love War Raiders too. But like, this is a match that if y'all pressed for time, bro, y'all could have. That was one of the ones y'all could have probably did. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could have Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal did.
Hey, yo.
For real. And it's crazy that you say that, bro. But the War Raiders are his boys, so it's kind of like. And then the New Day are basically, what's the word I'm looking for?
The New Day,
they're pretty much solidified at this point. So I don't think that they were going to be left off the card.
But yeah, this is the War Raiders' first Mania,
which is crazy.
Which is insane.
Yeah, that's very insane.
Because one or both of them been hurt every year.
Like, they've both had injuries pretty much.
Last year.
Yeah, I think that's why. he's trying to give him a WrestleMania match because they just been injured throughout their entire WWE tenure. And so, and it sucks because unfortunately they weren't able to establish like a real build and a real following and whatnot. When they first came to NXT, I was all behind War Raiders, aka War Machine. I was championing them, but as
the Viking experience.
Get
Viking
the
Yo, that was such a huff ass name, the Viking experience.
Fuck you, Vince. Never cook again.
I will not forgive Vincent Kennedy McMahon for a lot of things, and that's one of them. Like
the assault,
the Viking experience, bro. Like you see these two hulking ass men. You want to use war in their name? That's fine. You want to use Raiders in their name? That's fine.
Fine.
Viking experience?
That sounds like porn.
Is it Vikings with the cornrows they claim they always had and the braids?
Wait, what happened?
Those types of Vikings?
Nah, it's like God of War.
I'm bullshitting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yo,
but
went all the way over my head.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god.
In any case, yeah, this build has been it's been great in some spots. I like the triple threat build minus the whole now you owe me a favor thing. Yeah, that was trash.
Yeah.
I do like the Damian and Drew match because it does make sense in context that anytime Drew was successful and unfortunately he himself will cause a downfall, who was right there to take advantage of that downfall? Damian Priest. So it does make sense.
Yeah,
so I'm not mad at the match, and I think that the match is actually probably going to be a sleeper because Drew is really good and Damian is really good. So I think that that'll be one of those matches that I'll be tuned in to and watching carefully.
Yeah,
a Sin City street fight.
My love for Damian had to grow because I took a break from wrestling, and then when we started talking, I was like, oh, let me tune back in. I come from a wrestling family, but like that college to 20s period, I just was doing other things. And
because wrestling was ass at the time.
And I wasn't like a big Damian fan, but like after hearing his story and then actually seeing how talented he is, he should have been catapulted to the front way before he is now. And so like with Drew's story and his story, they're both great athletes, and I'm just ready to see like what comes of the match. Like I'm excited for the match.
Absolutely. Damian definitely took the road less traveled, especially if you know the story.
Punishment Martinez.
So I'm just like, I'm really big on Damian. Like I want him to succeed.
He started wearing them chainmail vests with the titties out like Shawn Michaels, and they said, "All right, I'm gonna put the title on you." Yo, I know the game. I synced it.
So you a sexy boy?
So you're not my boy toy? Bet. All right.
Hands off the merchandise.
I need to put that. Put that on the soundboard. Sexy boy.
Hey, Ken, before we go line by line on the WrestleMania card, do we want to talk about the stand and deliver card?
Or lack thereof.
The card is not put together yet, but we can definitely talk about it. I have been watching NXT, and I've honestly still love NXT and love what they've been doing. I just thought that the card would be put together a little more now than at this very second. Like y'all could have had this card solidified a week ago or 3 weeks ago, and there's still some things that still have yet to be figured out. It doesn't feel like stand and deliver season for real. It just kind of feels like it's another random PLE to me anyway. But that doesn't mean it can't be a great show. So
it's the next thing.
There's two matches that I definitely wanted to talk about, but if anybody wants to talk about the other potential matches, of course we can mention them.
Yeah, we only have a couple days out. We only have like 3 matches so far as of this recording announced.
But Vonny has some thoughts. I see it.
There's actually 5 matches right now.
There's 5 matches.
Okay, 5 matches.
So Fraxium is going to face who in the world. They're gonna face somebody, and it's gonna be a banger.
Yes.
And I think they gonna lose the titles there, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know who. But I feel like if there's ever a time to take these titles off of them, I keep seeing Nathan Frazier on SmackDown. I mean,
Don't
now's
say
the
that.
time to do it.
Don't say
yo.
that, man. They're my favorite tag team in wrestling right now, bro. Don't say that.
They definitely been running a tag team gauntlet right
Fraxium is fine, okay?
But like the thing is, everybody is anticipating them breaking up. And again, Nathan Frazier is my guy, but I'm tired of him wearing them pants with the little butt hinges thingies on them. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
You leave little Seth alone.
Yo, he could go in the ring, but he got what's some things called blinds when you like got the dog. That shit crazy to me, G. It looked like he got like Gundam pants on.
Hey, yo.
now.
You got the North American Championship, which that's the one you said, Ricky Saints. He either going to face. There's a match I think coming up, either Ethan Page, Eddie Thorpe, Lexus King, or Wesley. Oh, there's going to be a Fatal 4-Way. I think this coming Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be Ethan Page, realistically.
It's got to be Ethan Page. Like, that makes the most sense.
You would think it would make sense. He also has a TNA World Title match against Joe Hendry.
He does.
He does?
Yeah,
Yes.
TNA Rebellion.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
he's about to be a busy man.
Oh, no, not Rebellion. The Thursday night special. I forgot what it was called. Because Rebellion is the actual pay-per-view. But either way, yeah, he's got a world title match against Joe Hendry, which of course, Joe Hendry is going to retain, injury and all.
Do we ever think that like a WWE guy is going to win one of those titles from TNA?
I think the Meta Girls could be in line.
Not necessarily, unless a TNA person comes in and wins an NXT championship. Then at that point, I'm gonna be like, whatever happens, happens.
Hey, JB, you said something that spoke to my spirit when you mentioned the Meta Girls, because when we get to that WrestleMania roster, we're going to have a conversation about this tag team match now and how y'all not doing shit for the niggas like y'all need to be doing for the niggas. But let me walk that back right quick, Ski. The NXT Women's Championship, the Women's North American Championship ladder match, you got Zarya, Kaylani Jordan, Izzy Dane, Sol Ruka, and you got two more people, one of which got to be Lola Vice, who I think would actually win it. Sixth person, I'm not sure who the other
person's gonna be.
Man, my money, like if you want to make the most of that match and catapult somebody, make somebody new, put it on Izzy Dane.
She could use it.
She could definitely use it.
I feel like, bro, yeah. I feel like though Zarya is next up at some point. I don't know if it happens here.
It has to be at some point. I think she's championship material. Obviously, she's championship material. Like she's ready. Soul just won the Speed Championship.
Yeah, so she's not.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
it's gonna air next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely missed that. That's crazy.
Kalani's not gonna get the championship back.
Nah, it's time.
But she needs to be there.
Do we think? I was gonna say, do we think she's ready to get called up?
No, talking about the main championship picture.
I was talking about moving up into the the
main title
women's
picture.
Championship division, like the for the women's title. I think it's time for her to go up because like you've held the secondary or the mid card championship. It's time for you to go up and start putting in work in for the actual NXT Women's Championship.
Oh, I was saying she ready for Raw and SmackDown, but maybe I'm jumping.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Athletically, for sure.
Really go in the ring, and she's definitely been very refined. Whereas,
like her versus Lyra right now,
I was like, because I don't think she's there yet. But that's just me.
Her versus Lyra right now would give the women's Intercontinental title some stain. Like that'd be a look.
Oh, my Kalani and
yeah, Bird Lady.
Yo, calling her Bird Lady is crazy.
Bird Lady is crazy.
We got
Lyra's a hooper though.
Yes, she is.
Bird Lady Daddy.
Hey.
What happened to that girl?
We got the NXT Women's Championship match in which we got Julia versus Jada Parker versus Jordan Grace versus La Primera Stephanie Vaquer. I feel like Stephanie Vaquera retains. It don't make no darn sense for you to give her the title and then have her drop one of the other titles that she had just for her to lose the other title. And now, unless you want to boost Julia, I don't think you needed to have her drop the title. But you know what? Like, I think that Stephanie holds it for a little bit longer, and then later on in the year, she drops it to Julia or somebody else. Any thoughts on that?
I want to see Stephanie and Julia run it back.
With more time,
Yes, with more time.
please.
They definitely need to run it back because, yeah, Jordan is Jordan, and I don't think Jade is there yet. Like I said, she can go on the stick, but as far as like being women's champion, I'm like, she's not there yet. But
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm good with
No,
that.
no, wait. What did you say?
Child of God.
All I said was refinement.
What she could what on a what?
All I said was that if Jada Parker gets a little more refinement, then I'm good with her being champion. But right now, she's not there yet. That's all I said. I didn't say anything out of pocket.
But the hood
yet.
gonna love it.
No, I love Jada Parker. She's not there yet though, but we can't wait to see till she gets there. She's gonna get there.
She's like what, 2 years in? Not even 2 years in?
Not even 2, bro. Not even 2. I suspect that if not the end of this year, by next year, she would definitely be NXT Women's Champion.
Yeet.
I just want y'all to know that Cat the bad influence of this friend group. Just so y'all know, y'all see it real live on wax.
Why are y'all coming after me? What do you say fuck me for?
But niggas want to say I'm a gooner. Look at him. Look at him.
Man. And listen, when it
comes
to
here,
Parker,
yeah, keep your hands where we can see him.
I got no words. I'm gonna just do that.
Now, that being said, the last one we got the NXT Championship match. I got a hot take, but I will let y'all. We got Obafemi versus Trick William versus Javon Evans. Who y'all think got that?
Hey man, real talk. I think it's Javon time, bro.
Yes, sir.
I think it's Javon's time.
Yes, sir.
I think it's Javon's time, bro. Put the strap on the young OG. Pause.
Or no pause. I don't know.
Hey, listen. If Javon wins, I actually might jump out my seat because I fully expect Oba to retain. I think Trick has moved past NXT Championship at this point.
Yeah,
because he's 2-time now. It's like, okay, bro, it's time for you to refine your wrestling maneuvers and refine how you are in the ring so you can be brought up to the main roster. And I think that he may need like one more substantiated heel run before he gets to the main roster, but he doesn't need a title anymore.
I think both. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, listen, if Oba doesn't retain, I would like for Javon Evans to capture the title, and that would be really, really dope to see because I think he would be the youngest NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give him the strap, and I think he can put the business on his shoulders. What was you about to say, JB?
Hey man, all I'm saying is, as far as Oba's concerned, I see you on Monday.
Hey.
I see you on Monday.
You know what?
Motherfucker!
You might be on to something. Because if he debuts on Monday, I'm going crazy too.
Hey, big fella, how you feel about Netflix?
Motherfucker!
I think, like the only my thought was Trick Williams was leading Dark State, this group that came through and was beating everybody ass in the ring. But after Trick, exactly.
It's still a possibility.
I mean, but like, unless you do the whole red herring of them beating him up to make it look like he didn't do it, I don't think I question WWE doing that or going that route. But if they do, then it is what it is. I mean, I'm fine with it. I actually like it. It gives Trick Trick don't need a group, but like him being like, all right, I'm getting it out the mud. Him being the type of person that's saying I'm getting my lick back. Like he needs something else to kind of set him further. Because after he get this win, then what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like I don't think the title helps him in this point. He doesn't need it. Mm-hmm. It's more so along the lines of work progress and character growth. So I definitely think like a heel turn is coming because I mean he had one before, but he was the sidekick of Trick, quote unquote. So this would be like a substantiated heel run. And it's not out of the realm of possibility that he leaves Dark State. As you said, if he decided to go that route, I'm just wondering, isn't Bubba Ray backstage? Because if so, that's definitely Aces and Eights storyline played out in WWE real time.
Good point.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a really good point.
I wouldn't mind seeing Trick on SmackDown. Put him in there in the mix with the young guys, and let him grow from there. I mean, he's already over with the crowd. We've seen that the couple times he's seen him on the main roster. He's over like Rover. Just let him grow and refine his skill. Let him mix it in there with some of the ring generals and see what happens from there.
Yep.
Because at this point, he's what, 31, 32 ish.
Is he?
Yeah,
Did he
he's in
reach-
his 30s.
He's in his 30s. I
definitely
want
in
to
his
say he's 2 or 3 years younger than I am,
SmackDown.
because he went to
SmackDown.
Hampton
Right.
in 2012, which
Trick
was
were
my
doing
senior
SmackDown
year.
and Melo's on SmackDown, then what is that of that potential storyline?
You could kind of tease them getting back together, especially if they're both on the heel side.
You said yes. That I was thinking that. I'm like, listen, and we gonna get into that when we talk about WrestleMania, like why Melo's not on the card. Like now if you really want to do that, put them back together. Now all of a sudden you got a legit claim to make this make sense. Because Javon said on NXT, you are Carmelo Hayes right now, based on the way that you're moving.
Mhm.
And also just now Googling and finding out that Trick Williams is a year younger than me. He's 30. That is crazy
Yeah.
to me.
Only 30.
I'm
Okay.
about to say he's 30.
Okay. So he could realistically stay another year, but it's also time. He's been there for what, 3 years on
Mhm.
TV for the last 3 years, almost 4.
He was there when they just did the NXT 2.0 with the little color splatter shit. So at that point, it's time.
Yep.
Like, let's get it.
Yeah. Like, you could let him grow. I mean, like I said, he's already over. That's half the work done for him.
Yeah. That's the card, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. If he's on the main roster, cool. Just have something that he can do. Like, don't put him in the background. Don't put him in catering. Like, give him something to work with. Or if you give him a heel run in NXT after this title match, that works too. So I don't think that there's a wrong answer for what happens after this match, as long as Trick doesn't win, because again, he doesn't need the title. I'm not mad if he becomes a 3-time NXT champion, but I'm gonna start asking, like you said, Vonny, like what happens next after that? Like, where do you go from there?
And we need Sean to replenish the men's portion of the NXT division, the heavyweight, the title picture.
Mm-hmm.
Oba's ready. You can move him up at any time. I know Hunter can't wait to have him.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like, can't wait to have him.
Ready for Oba.
Yeah.
Oba been like, when he came in, I was just like, oh, he understands wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely gets it.
My fellow Niger, my cousin, he understands. But yeah, outside of these 3, it's Ethan Page, and that's it for the men's title picture. So we need to restock and refresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the roster for the men's and like Wesley, maybe.
You know what? I could get with that. In time. He need to grow his dreads back.
Yo, on my spirit, yo, he do.
Like, I don't know what happened. Now that he's in his Chia Pet era, like, it's not the same for him no more.
It's crazy.
That's my boy, though, man.
Nah, that's my guy. I think I still got that photo.
Here you go.
My God.
I was got to bring that up.
There you go.
Wesley Roxanne Perez. Got pictures of him. DreamCon 2023.
Hey, JB, I was at the same DreamCon as him there, and you think I got a picture with them? No. Caddy text me.
That's
what
crazy.
DreamCon was that?
2023.
This is DreamCon 2023.
Because they had NXT show the same weekend.
Oh, I was there.
They had the Great American Bash.
Hey, did Cad text you?
I didn't know anything.
See? Look, hey, but I knew him and he still didn't. Bad friend.
Bad friend. I was in the moment, guys. I'm sorry. I saw the moment. Y'all gotta get a pic. And then called him immediately afterwards, like, yo, look who's in the lobby. Like, y'all.
Cad was out there aura farming, bro. I know it.
That's crazy, Cad. You should have known me then and should have texted me.
Yeah.
If I knew you then, I definitely would have. Like, Vonny, I literally tried to call you and I called Omar, like, yo, like, guess who's in the lobby?
I looked him up.
Omar couldn't even get a call. Shout out to Omar, but Omar didn't get a call.
No,
Yo,
he
bro.
got a call. Like he was the
Dang,
first.
the house lost that day. That's crazy.
We lost, bro.
Yeah, they definitely lost that day.
Shit is nuts, man.
Don't tell him I said that.
Now he gonna watch this episode. He was like, "What do you mean the house lost?"
I'm gonna get a message.
Anyway, that's what NXT Stand and Deliver looks like. I'm still looking forward to the show. So I gotta tune in this Tuesday and see how the card fully blossoms, and hopefully we get a great show Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, 12:30.
Morning.
Afternoon, 12:30 Eastern.
Are we all on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we all within driving distance of each other.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, we off. We on you and JB. We gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Baltimore, so I know. Like, I'm literally driving.
You in Baltimore now?
Yeah, he been there.
Yeah, been in Baltimore for a whole year.
Like a year.
Oh yeah, they did run you out of Virginia.
Not run me out. Yeah, bro.
Yo, Ken got to check in his own city, bro. That's crazy.
I didn't get run out of Hampton, bro. How would I get run out of Hampton? I moved.
Pharrell said it ain't safe here. But yeah, I'm 3 hours away from you. I'm like an hour and some change away from y'all, JB. Like we gotta do some
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Worry about. We don't get. I was trying to tell him. I was like, we don't get activated. I'm from Jersey. I live in
Me
Philly.
too.
I was like, we don't get activated until it's warm outside. So like, you got to be here when it's warm because now we want to be outside. So.
Hey, Jersey strong. I'm from Jersey City, so I feel you.
Listen, that's
man.
Right. Jersey's where all the good things are and happen. So.
SummerSlam.
And Philly is where all the potholes are. Hey, SummerSlam is here and all.
Yes.
Good, I'm saying. You feel? Yeah.
I might just have to catch a train, y'all.
You're already slow.
I might be up there more than once, to be honest, because of Anime NYC. I'm actually trying to go this year. So
yeah, Rich Nickicon.
That's what he calls
Hey, look, but I put in for a panel. So if we get it, that's what I'm trying to do.
We got a badass on our hands.
We got all these famous people over here. That's crazy,
man. And little old me.
Talk about you too, Negro.
You know what? Listen, this ain't about me. This is about WrestleMania weekend. Let's talk about WrestleMania right now, gang.
All right. So
the pivot.
this past Friday night on SmackDown, we got the days that the matches are happening. I'm gonna go in not descending order. I'm gonna go upward because the way that CBS they have the main event of Saturday night posted first. So I wanted to start with what I suppose is going to be the opener, and that's the World Heavyweight Championship match between Gunther and Jey Uso. How y'all feeling?
Darling, you want to go first?
Huh?
Sammy and Gunther, who you got?
No, it's
Jey and Gunther.
Jey and Gunther.
Yeah, Jey and Gunther. Who you got?
I'm gonna go for Jey because I'm always cheering for everybody, but so there is that. Though I do like Gunther's athleticism, but I'm just gonna have to go Jey. I am. I will pick Jey.
And before anybody says anything, Samoans and Samoan niggas. But
that's right, Oos.
Yeet.
Hey, look, that's one. If they say it, I ain't gonna correct them. I'm like, you got it.
Ain't no if. Half of them that we know did, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Well,
that's real. That's real. I think Jey is like the common sense pick here. I think he has to, especially after what happened. It would just be so interesting if Gunther won. I think it would be the most interesting shit in the world, and I low key want to see it. But I'm gonna go with Jey.
Listen, I'm going with Jey, and I'm gonna tell you my problem I got with this whole thing. Everybody was complaining that the build up and stuff was weak getting to that point, and I'm like, fine, I get it. They need a little more sauce. Then they got more sauce when Gunther beat the brakes off of Jimmy and had him bloody and wiped that blood on his body. like, and was standing up, bro, or crazy. My problem with this is you beat my brother's ass like that. The next night on Monday Night Raw, I'm not coming up to you, walking up to you and be like, I'm not afraid of you no more, Oos. Bro, I'm up in the blick on you, bro. It's done. Like, at that point, it should have been no talking. Jay should have beat the brakes off him right then and there, dog. Like, there was no reason for him to be like, yo, my mama, and I had to go tell her that my brother, like, I was afraid. Like, no, you ain't, bro. Hey, bullets ain't got no name. Now what?
Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
If that's my brother, we're not even making it to the ring.
No.
Nope.
We're not even getting to the
Not at all.
I'm not even sure we make it to the show.
Nah,
like-
like it. The sooner or the soonest I see you, on site. Like, nah,
Not
we
just
throwing
me.
hands, bro.
Where
Like,
We're Roman at? Where's Sammy
Wait.
at? It's a family affair.
yeah,
Like, dog,
somebody gotta
like,
die that night.
and he walking around like he popped, bro. Like, what's going on?
He walk around like he Pac.
What's going on?
You stupid, yo.
Somebody got to explain this to me, because the math not mathing right now. Like, and I'm the one who I still say that the right person won a Royal Rumble. Jay should have won that. The right person's going to face Gunther for this title. I'm okay with it, and I think it makes sense that it's not the main event. I don't think that takes away from the legitimacy of the title. It doesn't take away from his win. It's still going to be a big moment. In fact, that should be the first match of the night, because that him coming out the so and then the whole that should start. Yes, that should start your pay-per-view.
The Rumble winner should open both nights, honestly.
On Spirit, yo, bro.
If they're not going to main event, you might as well open with them.
You feel me?
That part.
But yeah, you are 1,000% right about that. Jay is the right guy, right time, right place. Gunther is a quality opponent. You already know, like, he is a walking kaiju. Like, he's only he's been a champion almost 90% of his time in WWE. Like, sure, like, this is the right time, this is the moment. Do it. If you're going to pull the trigger, this is the time to pull the trigger.
My last little tidbit of a hot take: y'all gotta get Gunther off TV for a while too. Like, y'all gotta preserve him. After this, when he lose, he gotta go away for a while, and then he could come back, and then he could, like, run it back against it. Like, that could be a whole thing there.
Facts. So my opinion of this match, Jay should win. It makes sense. I think that this is going to be his, like, crowning moment, because this is something that he's been fighting for 4.5 years. So putting a world championship on his shoulders honestly makes the most sense to me. And having overcome the giant known as Gunther, who, as we've all said, has been a champion 90% of the time that he's been in WWE at this point. Yeah, making one of the biggest threats and one of the most coveted wrestlers of our time, and one of the most genuine performers of all time, regardless of what era it is. Just the way that he knows the sport and takes care of it and presents himself as the ring general. I think that this is a perfect opportunity for Jay. And as y'all said, if this was real life, if that was my brother that I saw getting beat down like that, we ain't no walking to the ring, ain't no me looking you eye to eye, saying, "Oh, I'm not afraid of you anymore." Nah,
I'm gonna pray for you.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Somebody is going to set up a funeral. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't care if it's gonna be mine. I don't care if it's gonna be the other person, or if it's both of us. A funeral is being had that night. That's all I'm gonna say regarding that.
The hot take.
I understand why they did that, though, because they wanted him to actually have a serious promo and wanted to build up more of the I watched what you did with my brother, but you know what? I'm not gonna crash out on you right now. I'm gonna let that anger fest over for the next couple weeks. So when I see you on Saturday, you ain't gonna be no excuses.
And that's what the hot take has been online, is that's the another thing. Like, what's more dangerous than somebody who's crashing out on you immediately? The motherfucker who's calm.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I want to see him get his ass beat. That's all.
Like,
But I didn't talk because he from Jersey and we ain't never comment first, so
Nick,
that's
like,
all right.
fuck is we? What are we talking about right now, bro? Like, dog, brandish your weapon right now.
he said brandish.
Man,
He challenged you to a duel.
what's the next match, bro?
Let me take
Got
off
me
the
hot.
white glove and
Taking 10 steps away from me. No.
10 paces
And
in
dual
turn.
commandment. All right, the next match. El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio.
Can we talk about how this man's name is a Starbucks drink?
I thought no one would catch that.
Damn it, Vonny.
So nobody gonna say this?
No, you spit facts, bro.
Yeah.
I was waiting for someone to make the Starbucks connection, bro.
I'm sorry, JB. I might have stepped on you. Yeah, I mean, I'm so sorry, bro. Listen.
That is just wow.
I got burned. Oh Lord.
Yo, leader of my friend group, JB. My bad, bro.
It's crazy because I actually called him this before he introduced the name on Blue Sky. I was like, yo, he's gonna call himself like some version of El Grande Americano. And lo and behold,
Nah, dog,
very
like,
predictable. But I mean,
Hey, man,
I'm an
before we
people
get-
espresso
find the
latte
gimmick
kind of
fun.
guy.
Some people
mean-
are just like, eh. And then you got like actual luchadors who are just like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm kind of like, Chad Gable gets a match at WrestleMania, I guess. So sure. But I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Another person that could have been in the Intercontinental title match.
That's true.
For sure.
Hey man, heel person, heel character doing heel shit, play ball. That's how I feel about it personally.
That's
like,
really what it is.
like it's meant for him to go down by the end of it. Like this is not going to be a long lasting thing, especially not for Chad. This is just so fucking ridiculous. it's so ridiculous. Like it's. Well,
But I like it. I like that it's ridiculous.
It's so right. Because that's what wrestling is. It's all ridiculous. It's men in tights or jeans or jorts or whatever,
Greased
and
up.
pads, greased up with wet hair, like throwing each other around and trying to pin somebody for 3 while like portraying this weird ass character that's usually an amped up version of themselves or some old man in the back told them to be. Like that's what this is. Like this is anime for rednecks. This is what we're here for. And if you want to put the white boy from Minnesota in a wrestling match to say he's from the Gulf of America, like whatever, make him lose by the end of it. They're like this, just don't keep this shit up. Can we move on like before too long? Let this be a chapter in the story of Chad Gable because he is way too talented a performer. And he's been wasted for way too long to be stuck in a mask like he's fucking Stardust for 2 years.
Yeah.
All I got to say is that I do think that Chad Gable is more in his Owen Hart bag. Rest in peace. The guy who can really wrestle and has great technique. And at this point, I consider like a vet in the ring.
Absolutely.
But is willing to play a silly character because why not? So, I mean, you had Owen Hart in Blue Blazer, and now you got Chad Gable and El Grande Americano, I guess. But it's still in that same bag. So I respect him for doing it, and I respect him for the love of the game. I just don't like the gimmick, but I mean, if it works, it works.
And to be fair, it's not Shorty G.
Yo, that Shorty G shit was bad.
Yeah, that was, oh God. Vince was on crack when he made that.
That shit.
I don't know who told him to make that gimmick, but yeah, dude was on the white girl when he made that gimmick for him. Like that was
in more ways than one.
Idea.
Isn't he like 5'11"?
More or less.
Chad Gable like my height, bro. But like when I tell you, dog, like I think that this works. I honestly think that he's gonna win a title behind this. This is gonna lead him to get either Intercontinental title or US, whatever the case may be. They putting the title on him after that. It should be the US title. I think that he does get unmasked potentially at WrestleMania, but what I'm thinking is that this is going to lead into, because we still got to remember the dark arts of lucha or whatever. Like Aleister Black is signed to WWE, if I'm not mistaken.
He's SmackDown bound.
Malachi, he is coming back. Now is the perfect time if you want to integrate that and do it. He learned this shit from him, and then that's my man's. We're not a tag team, but now all of a sudden he going up against Rey Mysterio. You got Aleister and Rey going up against each other. You could do that, but if you want this to make sense, this to really go over, you got to put that US title on him. Because I don't really even care for LA Knight having the title either. He don't need it.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. You can take that opinion and stick wherever it gives you pleasure. Yeah.
Anyway, for those watching, I just had to switch my headphones out because that one gave a bit of a delay. So I got my actual headphones in, so I'm locked in now. So I'm not, responding late or anything like that. But yeah, I'm definitely with. I don't know who's gonna win this match as far as El Grande Americano versus Rey. I'm just gonna say Rey, but I fully suspect that they will give it to Chad just because Rey doesn't really need any more WrestleMania wins at this point. Rey is 50 years old, still wrestling, so obviously this is a match to boost up Chad's character. So yeah, I think that this will probably go to not Chad Gable, El Grande Americano.
Give it to Vince Latte.
Fuck that. Nah,
yeah, I do want Rey to win just because.
Yo, Vonny, you stupid. Yeah, Chad Gable's one of this match. I think that he gets us masked during this match and he gets propelled on to different things. You know what this match is very reminiscent of to me? Remember Undashing Cody versus Rey at WrestleMania 27?
Yes.
I forgot about that match.
This very much gives those vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that Undashing gimmick was so hard.
That was so good.
That shit was so good. Oh my god.
Man, Cody made chicken salad out of chicken shit a lot then.
Yes, he really did.
That whole family did.
Yeah, the whole family, bro.
Him and that porn stash, though, he even made that work.
Oh, let's not bring up.
I don't even like
WWE was on
that Ray Finkel mustache, bro.
From 2009 to all the way till 2020,
the stash stays on during
WWE
sex.
Was on something.
That shit was thicker than my forearm, bro.
Hey yo,
fucking Dr. Eggman ass mustache.
Anyway, next match that I see on the list here, the one that did actually get a proper build. I wish it got a little longer, but I know why they did it. Obviously, maybe there was an injury, maybe somebody was taking some time off just to, be in the gym or just to take time off for family. But either way, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. This is one that I'm actually really looking forward to. I hate that they, put two black women against each other the way that they did, but you know what? It is what it is because I really wanted to see Jade have a full-blown match at WrestleMania, and Naomi is Naomi, obviously. So I know that this is they're gonna make this look good. So now, as far as who wins, I don't know. This is the one match where I'm just kind of I don't know who's gonna win because literally you don't want to give Jade a loss for real, but at the same time, Naomi just got a heel character, so it really just kind of puts things in limbo for me personally. But we'll see where they go. I gotta make a prediction for prediction's sake, so I will say Jade, but I don't think that it's going to end with Jade standing on on top I'm victorious. I think that she'll win and then Naomi will attack her afterwards. And Naomi will be the one ended up standing tall at the very end, whereas Jade is still recovering. But that's just me. Personally, that's how I see it. It could turn out different, but that's my prediction.
I think the winners of the match is us. Cause look at all that fine shit in the match. But
wait until she left to say it. That's crazy about you.
Wait till she got up.
But anyway,
if you're watching this, bro, yes, JP.
Yo,
that's so right there, bro. That is gold. All right.
No, but hot take. This is Naomi's first singles match at WrestleMania
It is.
in her
Oh
entire
wow.
career. It's her first singles, and I think she wins because
Didn't
she
she
has
win
no
the women's
character.
championship at Main? No, it was a 6-pack challenge. Go ahead, my
She
bad.
did. Yeah, it was a six pack. Yeah, but also I think this propels her to Money in the Bank and beating Bianca.
That's an interesting take.
Hmm.
That's very interesting.
I like that idea. If you're going to have Bianca win the triple threat, which we'll get to that when we get to night 2.
Hmm.
I like that a lot. I think Jade is ultimately going to get this win, and I like the idea. I like the idea. The problem is Jade been looking too strong coming into all of this, and if Jade never got her hands on Naomi prior to the actual match, then this would have been a slam dunk. Jade is winning this match, but
Mhm.
because she done already beat her up numerous times, that leads me to believe that we're gonna get something strange out of this. I don't know if it's like she wins and then she beats her up after, or if Naomi gets a roll up pin and then just runs out and she got the victory.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say either way, if Naomi wins, it ain't gonna be clean. And if Jade wins, I see a beatdown happening afterwards. Shoot, yeah, I will be surprised if Naomi like beats her clean, but I don't foresee that happening.
Nah, she's not gonna beat her clean.
Yeah,
Jade's a monster, and
exactly.
respectfully,
Gotta cheat to get this one off.
yeah, her muscles got muscles. So
no, you know what? Wait till we get to night 2. I have a theory about this match, but when we get to the EO in the match, I'll get my Yamin off.
Gotcha. All right, so then the next match we're moving on to is the United States Championship match, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. This has got to be Fatu's. We're
Yeah.
crowning you as the next man up.
this is a squash.
Yeah, this is like I hope that this is not like a 30-second match. That would be crazy if it ended up being like a 30-second match, but nah, I foresee Jacob coming out as the new United States champion. I don't see how LA Knight, coming out on top of this. That doesn't make sense to me. And now that even though Jacob is a heel, he's got the crowd behind him too now. This is like, yo, you put the strap on him at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Yaramin.
Fuck!
This match is it feels like an excuse to get Jacob on the card, Jacob and LA Knight on the card for Mania, and I'm okay with that. That works. But I also feel like the way that the weeks went leading up to this, you could have just ran back Jacob and Braun Strowman if you had to have a match between the two of them on this card. But I mean, if Jacob wins, then now that gives an excuse for Braun to be the first person up to battle Jacob for the title post Mania season. So
or Solo,
which
Solo has not had a Mania match yet.
I think he
at
will.
all.
I think he will.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
All
right. All right. So we all said pretty much Jacob is winning this match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got the WWE Women's Championship match, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. This match is the one that had one of those not good builds. There was a couple of moments, but yeah, the build for this match is just like, Charlotte just, and I'm not taking anything away from Charlotte Flair. She is amazing in the ring. She is one of them ones. She can go. She, when it comes to her in-ring prowess, masterclass. It's just, again, it feels so forced because of, her being a 14-time champion, and every time it's at WrestleMania, she wins, except for the couple times where she didn't. But it's like, I don't know. And then clearly Tiffany still has some growing to do as a character. She's got her, her heel persona down, but now she's been thrown into the babyface position. And it's just kind of like, you got to find your way to, be a babyface now. And then that whole segment where, of course, Charlotte bullied her. So then Tiffany got her revenge in the next segment. It was like, what are we doing here, ladies? Like, this is kind of crazy. So I don't know. I do want Tiffany to retain. For some reason, I don't foresee it happening, just because I don't trust WWE. Not to say that I don't like trust Triple H's booking. I just, knowing it's Charlotte, it's kind of like, yeah, give her 15 so that way she can get the 16, and then she can claim to be, have as many titles as her dad or more. Assuming that the other person doesn't win 17 then the very next night. But anyway, still, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm taking Tiffany on this one, just because I don't know. Like, maybe this wasn't the best time for Charlotte to just come back and win the Royal Rumble. Her coming back is fine to me. I just think that she should have stayed out of the title picture a little longer, but it is what it is.
Oh man, sloppy build, sloppy build. I don't buy Tiffany as a babyface. I feel like that's the absolute worst aspect of this whole thing, is like trying to sell me as Tiffany as this good guy who has the crowd behind her, and we rally behind Tiffany, and WWE runs on Tiffy time, and it's like, no, like, your character's a bitch. Like, that's what brought you here. You being a spoiled rich bitch, an entitled asshole is what brought you here. Like, I don't understand why we're moving away from that. Like, even if she's getting cheered, man, fuck all that. Like, she's a heel. She's a better heel. Her character is heel. Everything about her persona is heel. With that being said, though, I think she wins. I would like to see Charlotte win, only because if Charlotte doesn't win, we're just gonna get another match, and because Charlotte don't not compete for titles.
That's fair.
So, like, if Charlotte loses, then we're just gonna get a run back. And if Charlotte wins, I mean, sure, like, it opens up doors for possibilities, I suppose, if that's what you want to do. I don't know, but picking Tiffy, hoping for Charlotte.
Yeah, I think Tiffy's winning the title. I'm gonna let you know now. I've seen that shit live, the experience of the whole Tiffy time thing. Like, I was at the SmackDown a few weeks ago when she faced who did she face?
B-Fab? Was it B-Fab?
Nah, it was
no.
Was it Piper Niven? I think maybe she faced to somebody.
Yeah.
Yo, the crowd went crazy for the whole "It's Tippy Time" thing, and like, they are behind her. But to your point, JB, like, bro, she was an asshole coming into this, which is what, bro. There's this video that be circulating around now where Tippy like looks into the camera when she's holding Becky's title, and she's like, "See you next Tuesday, bitch." And I'm like, that's gold. Like, this right there is a Tiffy. Like, yo. Also, I'm gonna be honest with you. The more I'm looking into the promo that happened, that everybody's kind of like up in arms about, the more I'm kind of like, yo, I'm not really mad for Tiffy for saying that. Like, that's on brand. That's on character for her.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely, like, from a professional standpoint, that was definitely on Charlotte. Like, you're the veteran. Like, you got to keep this together, and you let the crowd get to you and let you do other shit with it. And it's like, no, you need to be focused. You're the legend here. Maintain the frame.
It's like, it was a weird situation just in general. Like, it was just awkward, I think. Like, it wasn't even, I'm not even really that mad at Charlotte for doing what she do. If she's gonna do that, it's fine. But it's just like, at least y'all gotta, like, don't have it be awkward as y'all are going into the promo in itself. And then, like, on the walkout, it's like, he's in my DMs. And it's like, as the music is playing, I went back and watched it. I'm like, it could have been much more impactful the way y'all handled it, but it wasn't. And now it's just weird going into next week. Like, people were already looking at this feud and being like, they don't really care. It should have been Tiffy versus Trish. Now that didn't really do any favors to it. But I mean, they both two great competitors. I rock with them. I think we're gonna get a banger of a match. But yeah, this is one of those ones where it's kind of like, I do think Charlotte should have won a Rumble though. I'm cool with that. That's fine. But it's like,
That was very predictable that she was going to win it.
Yeah.
Very. Either way, the build was terrible. The promos have been kind of awkward, to say the least. I like you, Vonny. I didn't have a problem with what she said, because of course, get your get back. Do what you got to do. That's on brand for your character. And yeah, Charlotte kind of didn't go by the script when y'all had that little side to side interview shit. So he's like, you know what? Okay, I got to get mine back. So you hit her where it hurt.
She was getting.
I didn't expect
listen,
it,
up
but
until then, she was getting ate up on the
She was
mic.
getting cooked.
She was getting like it wasn't even close. Like she
getting
was
fried. Like, yeah.
punch, counter punch every turn.
Dog, that shit was crazy. But yeah,
Hey, do what you got to do. That's all I got to say to that. Do what you have to do. But yeah, I'm picking Tiffy to win. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah.
When I'm 25, I'm women world champion. You're 20. When you were 25, you was drinking in your daddy's basement.
fried her dumb ass up.
Whoa.
Fried her dumb ass up. I was like,
whoa.
okay, I see where we taking the culture right now. Yes,
That
sir.
was the first legit shot, but she needed it.
She did.
She
really
needed
did.
it. Tiffany, Charlotte, who you got?
I
Same
think
here.
her name is Tiffany.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was good.
That's
That was
Tiffy
good.
Tom.
All right. And for the main event of night one, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. This is probably, for me, the most interesting match because you really could pick any one of them to win this, and it would still make for a compelling story afterwards. It's just a matter of what way WWE decides to tell the story. So, what are your thoughts?
Wait, before we do that, and you just even telling me, hey, this is the main event of night one. This don't feel like too few matches for us for a WrestleMania night.
That's a 7.
Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7.
I mean, I guess that's enough.
Yeah,
It's
7 and 7, yeah.
It works. It just feels weird because maybe I'm just used to the way like AEW got like 5,000 matches on one card.
Mm-hmm.
That shit started like 6 in the afternoon. It'd be 1 in the morning. I'm still watching Ospreay coming out to the ring. Like, what are we doing? But
Vonny, did you go to that last AEW match last week?
I didn't. I watched it at home because I knew I had work in the morning. I was like, I know what type of time we on.
Yeah, I thought about going to Dynamite since it was in Baltimore after Dynasty, but I was like, yo, I gotta work today. I gotta, spend my time wisely. And with, traveling next month and of course WrestleMania coming up, I'm like, nah, I'm good off it. But yeah, Dynasty definitely pissed me off. That ending, I was just like, really, guys, really? I suffered all these hours for this. Okay, all right.
Shout out to Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight, bro. Like,
what an athlete, bro.
There we go. Yeah, Kevin Knight and Ospreay, they put on one hell of a fucking match. And then that triple threat with Ricochet, Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Kenny Omega was fire too.
Can I put out a PSA real quick while we're on the subject?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Listen. Hi guys. Local ball man JB here. Stop smacking ball people upside the head. And while we're here, stop sharing the fucking video to a bald person of Ricochet getting slapped. Because you're not gonna slap me. Because I slap back.
Oh my God.
We gotta treat bald people better. I don't do this bald discrimination bullshit that y'all on right now. Y'all need to stop. You need to relax. And you know what I'm saying? You need to cool out like the other side of the pillow. Oh, you don't know nothing about that because you're not bald for real. Because that's just hearsay for y'all. Because that's the real. Because the cool on the other side of the pillow, that's the real joint for us.
Yo, look at the vein on his
I don't know
head,
if y'all
bro.
I don't know if you jealous.
Look, he feeling it.
I don't know if it's hateful or if it's some sort of
that one portion of his bald head pulsating right now. You see it.
But the fact of the matter is, y'all need to get off bald people's tip, okay? Get off the tip of our skulls, okay? Assholes. Fuck out.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry. Every time I see your video, freaking.
You ever seen an enraged milk dud? God damn. Just holy shit.
We do not discriminate against bald people, but damn.
When I tell you, I got sent that video like 3 times, bro. Like, JP's bald. Look at this, James. Fuck you.
Y'all better be careful, bro. JB said, you slap my meat, I'm slapping your meat back.
Hey, yo.
That's what he said. Did you not just say that? Did you not just say you slap my bald head, I'm gonna slap your bald head back? You said that.
Phrasing, guy.
God's
My
watching
guy,
the
phrasing.
background.
That's all it was.
Yo, you said that. Don't let JB put his hands on your meat now.
Phrasing. I'm just gonna say from now on phrasing.
Hey,
Oh.
JB, just so you know, I'm actually at one point about to shave mine fully because my hairline is it's time. Because
It's
I'm getting a
bracing, man.
robot in it. It's yeah, there's a
Hey.
reason why I got hats on.
Hey, let's talk real quick, man. If you're gonna do it, man, let's talk real quick, man.
You gotta
Right
let
here,
it
so I'm
go.
Hey,
good.
man, Dollar Shave Club, man. Just go ahead and join that thing real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Listen,
That's
I
why
pray.
my favorite football reporter is Brian Baldinger, man. Get it.
Nothing
Hey.
against bald folk, man. Y'all out here doing y'all thing. I just pray that I'm already graying. I want to try to keep as much hair on my head as I possibly can. Take my beard before you take my locks. That's all I say, God. That's all I gotta say.
I know a nigga with a full head of hair. Like hey, Locks ain't talking right now.
Oh, yes,
I know a
yes.
lot of men with a full head of hair. It's crazy.
But it ain't us.
It's not y'all. I'm sorry.
Either way. Now getting back to the triple threat. So who do y'all have actually winning this match?
Hey, side note, speaking of CM Punk calling The Rock a bald fraud, top 5 funniest things I've ever heard from this
Yes.
man's mouth.
Bald fraud. And he called Seth Grimace the next week.
Yo, Punk was cooking everybody, gang.
Man.
Oh my stars, bro. As
Let's
far
go.
as like the match itself, I mean, the build up, I've been liking every bit of it. I think the pinnacle when Roman Reigns, when that Monday Night Raw cage match happened and Roman came back and them Jordans started stomping everybody, putting everybody in the dirt. I said, no, we about to cook with this triple threat. Putting this as a main event was the perfect idea. I think that this does deserve to be a main event caliber match. They wanted this to be the Shield so bad in the triple threat, but it's fine, it's cool. I think this is better. The only thing I don't like, to your point, JB, what you said earlier about the whole Paul Heyman situation, it's becoming a bit more like telenova-ish, and it's like maybe we tone it back and let it be about the graps, like keep it between them three. Now we making a whole thing like, yo, who wins the rights of the wise man? It's like, nah, bro, just they all don't fuck with each other. Let them rock out and do what they do. It's gonna be a banger.
All right.
That's facts.
I feel like they're trying to make fetch happen and they're trying to make it telenovela-ish, and I'm blaming the writers on that. Because they're trying to make it seem like who is competing for its attention, but it doesn't have to be that, but the writers are making it that.
Like it could just be we don't fuck with each other.
Right. It could just be that and leave it at that. You all know how I stand about it could have been a 4-way. That's that. And for winning, man, I don't even know how to say this without the context. Y'all don't have the context. He has the context. I feel like they might try to give it to Punk, and I hate that.
She does not roll with Punk like that.
It's not that. It's I feel like the storyline is dry. From where I hopped in, it's just like I'm so tired. I want Seth to take it because I love Seth so much. But maybe they might give it to Punk as like a final. Maybe I would be overjoyed if it was like Punk won this and now we're gonna wind him down situation.
I feel like we're gonna be stuck with Punk for a minute. Like I feel like that bag is way too different, and he got some gas left in the tank. They feel like they're gonna make sure that they keep feeding him all these opportunities and stuff. You right about this being a perfect wind down situation, because once he gets this, it's like, what else is he really wrestling for? He got his WrestleMania main event. I don't want Seth to win only because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have what's the word I'm looking for? Fatigue. I have Seth Rollins fatigue in general. I just feel, and honestly, it's the same with like Becky Lynch and stuff. Like they're both amazing wrestlers. Love what they do. Love what they did. Love everything about it. But also, it's like y'all could kind of go away for a little while and it be okay. Like Gunther is falling into that realm right now for me too.
That's fair.
All right. I always want my tribal chief to come out on top. Oh, Momo was a Rome. Always, we love and respect our tribal chief. But I think story wise, it definitely makes sense for Punk to win. First main event, get the dub in his first WrestleMania in well over a decade. Um, like have the favor, Paul, whatever. Him and Roman, I think is slated for SummerSlam.
Mm.
So I think that would be that's the direction they're going. But also, we're gonna get that Cena Punk run back, and I think it's for the championship.
You might be on something.
I'm just saying, man. Bookmark this.
Hey, I don't blame you for that thought. I think for me, I'm kind of with you on the Seth Rollins fatigue. And not to say that he's not an amazing wrestler, man. Kobe, like he puts in a lot of work. Like all respect to Kobe Lopez. Like that man really like has put the company on his back for multiple years at this point, especially last year and the year before, and even parts of this year. Like he does what he has to do. I think this would be the perfect time for him to, go home and be a family man. Go home and be a father.
Put her raise your kid.
Yeah, like this is the perfect time for him to do that. So I think that it would be very surprising if Seth wins. That would be like my surprise winner of the night, like Seth actually coming out on top of this. But I don't foresee that happening. I do see that this is more than likely going to Punk because, as you said, he has never got his WrestleMania moment. He's been gone for 9+ years at this point, almost 10. Finally gets a WrestleMania moment because he couldn't do one last year because of injury. So
Thank God he's not hurt.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've like, nah, we not taking no chances this time, brother. Like you having 1 or 2 matches a month, and we sticking to that plan. Like we not gonna let you get out here and hurt yourself. Not to say that CM Punk is brittle. It's just he's got a lot of injuries over the years, especially these last few years between AEW and WWE and trying to integrate himself back into the ring. He's got a lot of injuries built up. So with that in mind, I do believe that they will give this to Punk. I will, of course, throw my ones in the air if Roman Reigns comes out on top. But yeah, I'm gonna give this to Punk. If Seth wins, that would be like, damn, Triple H, you swerved us for wow. Okay, that would be the swerve of the night for me.
Here's the thing about Seth with this whole thing is this is all his fault. All of this is his fault.
Yeah.
Like
really
Roman is the monster that he created.
Mm-hmm.
Like he stoked the fires when Punk just said, "Leave me alone."
Right.
So he has instigated all of this, and this has been 10+ years in the making. Him winning would definitely be a Triple H swerve.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it would be heights of the century, but man, that would be something. But he doesn't deserve this win. Punk is the only like relatively, I say relatively because none of them are good. He's the only relatively good guy in this.
He the lesser of all evils.
He is the lesser of all evils here.
Seth is great and he can do no wrong.
I mean, listen, he can do no wrong except back in 2016 with the chair. To this day, bro, I hear the no bop.
Chair shot her around the world.
Yeah, she wasn't watching wrestling then, but that was pain.
Yeah, when the Shield broke up, I was like, wow, like that was one of those moments I will never forget where I was. I literally was just like, no, they did not. I fully expected for at the time Dean or John Moxley to be the one to turn heel on everybody, not Seth.
Yeah,
that I was like, wait, Seth? Oh shit.
Especially a couple months prior, Seth is the one that got them to reinvigorate and come back together after they were teasing breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like prime cinema.
It was.
It was.
Yo,
like
I never.
Go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say I never believed in magic until I seen my dog turn to a snake. That was
crazy, bro. That's a bar, yo.
That's the bar.
Man, the Shield's my favorite faction in wrestling history. Like just the way they just kind of went from town to town with the all black coming through the crowd, just whooping asses and triple power bombing folks and moving on to the next one. Man, even to the build to their last WrestleMania match where they had that 12-on-3 tag team match and they systematically whooped everybody's ass throughout the night.
Yep.
Oh my God, the Shield were so good. And just for Seth to throw that away, man, and just like you were saying, Ked, like I remember where I was. I was working that night. I was working as a cashier at Walmart that night, and like Monday Night Raw, I came home right after it ended, and I'm talking to my homegirl Rhonda. Shout out to Rhonda, and she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe the Shield broke." I'm like, "What?"
Damn.
I went to hit YouTube and I saw it, man.
Crazy.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Yikes.
Yikes. I can't believe you got spoiled like that, bro. I was literally watching in real time. That's
Because I'm such a Shield head, everybody just assumed that I watched it live.
Yeah,
If it
man.
wasn't
That's
that
why
work, I would have.
I had to tell people, hey, no spoilers, please. Like, I have to stay off, especially when Friday Night SmackDown rolls around. I have to tell people, like, yo, please do not spoil me. I have to stay off Twitter. I have to stay off Blue Sky because Blue Sky will be the first to spoil something now when it comes to just because of the crowd that I'm in. I'm like, man,
dead ass.
Tommy.
Yeah. So, anyway, before we get into night two, here's the question of the day. Will Randy Orton wrestle at WrestleMania?
Yes.
Yes.
They're gonna figure it out.
For sure. Who will his opponent be?
It's gotta be Nick Aldis, bro.
Oh.
Give me that Magnus moment at Mania, bro. I need that.
Yo, I'm telling you, getting Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa, and it's gonna be rest holds. It's gonna be European uppercuts. It's gonna be him throwing him on the ropes, and then he aura farming, boom, real quick. He gonna jump around, start banging his hands on the Yamin. You're gonna see the fake RKO that missed. He gonna do the spike or whatever. Then all of a sudden, somehow he gonna do the back thing, boom, and then all of a sudden, somehow it's gonna be an out of nowhere RKO, and then Randy gonna get 1, 2, 3. I already told you the match. You don't need to watch it.
Vonny, I don't think you hear me, bro.
Yo, I don't think you hearing me.
I need this.
I know you need that Magnus in your body.
I need it almost as bad as I need her. Okay,
that's crazy.
I need it bad.
No, you need
know how
help.
long I've been waiting. I don't know how long I've been waiting for Nick Aldis to be in a WWE ring.
I feel you.
I feel
it. Right. You're right.
Even though he looks older than Randy Orton, and he's like 35. It's okay.
I hear that, but get ready to have Solo Sikoa with that haircut walking down the Yamin, bro. Get ready to see that.
Man,
dog.
give me Aleister Black if you're not gonna give me. Don't give me Solo here, bro.
Yeah, and that would be a fire match too.
I was predicting that they're gonna give him a mystery opponent, and it's gonna end up being Aleister Black. Like that's who I was suspecting, if not, Nick Aldis himself or Solo Sikoa. So there's 3 potential ways that this can go. But I want to see Aleister Black make his return. Win, lose, or draw. I want to see that match just because, but that's just me. I want to, because I want to see, I'm a big Tommy Ian fan. So I'm like, I really want to see him get his WrestleMania moment, by returning and getting in a match with Randy Orton would be phenomenal for me. Now, seeing Magnus in a WWE ring, that would definitely be a spectacle to see. Like, yo, Nick Aldis back in an actual wrestling ring, wrestling at WrestleMania. That I don't think I ever would have said those words in 2012, 2013. Like,
former NWA World Champion,
right? Okay, but wait, y'all. So I'm sorry, I'm about to throw us way off track, and I'm sorry because I don't usually do this.
No, go ahead.
I'm just gonna share my thoughts. Last year we had so many pop-up surprises, and I understand that there was a lot of build last year and there was a lot of star factor. What would be a pop-up surprise? Do you think that they're gonna be any this year?
Nick Aldis, man, give me that.
Nick Aldis is not getting in that ring, bro. I'm telling you.
Fine. I'll settle for Scrap Daddy.
Nigga.
Adam.
I'm sorry. We can get back on track, but I was just wondering because last year was the year of surprises. So it's
You right, but my thing is, as far as comebacks, we gonna get Speed, we gonna get Kai Cenat, we gonna get goddamn
Travis Scott.
Streamers.
Yo, somebody got to get Travis Scott a receipt, bro.
Oh, Cody's got that receipt coming,
Oh,
bro.
I know
On my
Cody got
spirit.
that receipt coming.
Cody's got that receipt coming, bro.
That's gonna be all over the news.
Yo.
Travis Scott sustains black guy.
Listen, bro. Listen. Cody was holding his ear for like 3-4 weeks to his own pyro. That receipt coming, bro.
Dog, man. Like, why was? Anyways,
We know, man. We know.
Yeah.
this and it'd be shit like this. This is why you get Flo Rida, fucking Pitbull instead, man.
I remember those WrestleMania.
Flow Rider was showing up when you said his name more than Joe Hendry back in
It'd
the
be
day,
shit.
bro.
Now, when WrestleMania 42, when we get Logic in that ring, I don't want to hear shit.
Hey, yo, didn't he retire?
Huh?
Didn't he retire from rapping?
Hey, listen,
Who knows,
bro.
man?
Can we just stick to Jelly Roll, please?
Jelly Roll will be no.
Jelly Roll would be more predictable than Logic getting in a wrestling ring. That's for sure.
For sure.
Y'all gonna get Shabuzi and y'all gonna like it.
I would love to
love
see movie in a wrestling ring.
I would
Hey,
too.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. But sorry, when thinking about Randy Orton and who's gonna face, I was thinking about all the surprises last year, and so I just wanted to ask that. But we can get back to Randy Orton.
No,
I appreciate that that comment though, because this is a legit question. Like, we definitely got a lot of surprises last year, a lot of pop-ups. I would not be surprised if there are any. I can't really predict any just because the card seems a little more straightforward this year. JB,
I got one.
Don't you
A
dare
real
say
one.
they called us.
A real one. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say they called this. I've already
I
let
swear
that
to
cat out the
God, if
bag.
you say Scrap Daddy again.
I can't say that either. I already said it once. I can't unring that bell.
Okay.
George Kittle with Penta.
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
That would be interesting.
They gotta stop making George Kittle because they in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
They in Vegas.
Y'all gonna get Max Crosby.
Yo, shut
Nah, niggas gonna get Jimmy Garoppolo in that ring. And
Porn star
y'all
Jimmy?
got to yo, porn.
Bro.
You talking about stashes? All right. Listen,
We gonna get Ashton Jency.
y'all gonna get bald ass Brock Bowers in that ring, and y'all gonna like it.
I would like Brock Bowers. They gotta have some Raiders in there. They ain't got no stars for real though. For real.
Bruh, that would be hilarious.
Henry Ruggs not getting in that ring.
Via
yeah,
satellite.
Let's
Anyway.
all right, next.
Moving on. Night two. We gotta move forward. Night 2. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I'm gonna say AJ Styles, though I know they'll probably give it to Logan because why not? Because money, because ratings, because everyone loves to hate Logan Paul. I personally do not like Logan Paul or Jake Paul or any of the Pauls. Like, they can all go to hell for all I care. But with that being said, like, AJ is really like on the back half of his career at this point. The win doesn't do him any real favors. So it only makes sense for Logan to win this. However, if AJ does win, I mean, I'll be a little more excited about that. But I mean, whatever the case may be, the match is going to be fine because unfortunately, as much as we despise Logan, he can go in the ring. So it is going to be a fine match. I just don't really care for this match. So yeah, my pick is Logan.
There's a reason why I feel like we should.
I loved Logan before I knew what he was about. He's a good athlete.
He is, but then we see them Japan videos and shit, and it's just like why are you a thing? Like, I don't know. I want so badly to like him because he can go in the ring, but the one thing I've learned just like working in this industry of pro wrestling is like, yo, bro, y'all are all kind of shitty people sometimes.
That's what it's panning out to seem like, yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten that vibe that I'm like, a lot of wrestlers are they got shitty, personalities and just have shitty values on top of that. So yeah, but that being said,
what I will say though,
we definitely saw with Cena before he turned heel on
Total
the
Bellas.
show, Total Bellas.
Oh yeah.
Yo, he was dogging Nikki.
He ain't like her for real, bro.
He didn't.
Who we don't On Total Bellas, you know who we don't talk about enough being like a real actual heel? Tyson Kidd. Because it's no reason Natty should have came out in that outfit or whatever, like doing what she did for him, and he's sitting here talking about rest holds and being like, all right, well, I want to watch
That's crazy.
Sitting in her, putting her in his lap, bro.
Like, yo,
petting her head.
I knew you was doing this for the ratings, but at the same time, Tyson, bro, gang.
Nah, we were the only fans that night. You feel me?
I didn't even see that episode, but if I'm talking about, if she comes out, you know, because I know what you're talking about, because I did see that clip, but if she comes out wearing what she wore and I'm Tyson Kidd, hey, I'm talking about wrestling holes, but it ain't about actual, like, what's going on TV. We talking about, we go to the back real quick.
Listen, I'm a sharpshooter that night, you feel me? We're going to put her ass in the dragon sleeper.
Yeah, we can lock legs.
We about to have a heart attack tonight for real, for real. What's good?
You know what I'm saying?
A heart attack.
Heart attack, yes.
You are a sick individual. Yo, find God, bro.
Jesus is Lord. I found God, my guy. But yeah, I gotta throw that. I had to throw that one out there, bro.
Yo, what was we talking about?
We taking off the blue blazer that night.
But we were talking about
might make a little nugget.
AJ Styles and Logan Paul before we got off on the tangent of who the true heels are.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. No, you're.
AJ. I got Uncle Allen, Flat Earth. Yeah.
The real one is Karrion Kross. He should have been in this match, but I like what they doing with him. They doing with him what they was trying to do with I think he's dead. God rest his soul. Chris Kanyon was supposed to be that guy that was supposed to be the one that's like an anarchist on the back end, like kind of planting seeds in people, making them do shitty things, and you don't realize he's doing that. Karrion Kross is perfect for that. It's giving him a reason. It's giving him opportunity. He can go in the ring. Yes. I think like he could really fully be that type of person to just like sow the seeds and make everything just be utter chaos. Like I love what they're doing with him as a slow burn. He don't have to be in a ring and he's money every time. Him versus AJ Styles is a match I would like to see. And if they let them like go, like you give me NXT Karrion Kross, it's gonna be a banger.
Fall and pray. For sure. I think that's somebody. I think Kross is somebody they're setting up post Mania. I think he's my early pick for Money in the Bank. Keep it above.
I would not be surprised, bro.
But yeah, like his promo game right now is money, and I think that's the one thing that was missing from him is his promo game, and he has just turned it up several notches over the last couple months. And low key, everybody he's talked to, everybody he's infected. Like he first came back, he infected the Bloodline. They broke up. The Miz and R-Truth. They broke up. Got to the New Day. Now they're
heels.
Now he's done with Uncle Allen.
Yeah. Karrion Kross, the Puppet Master.
Yo,
I want to see more of that.
I like what they're doing there, bro. Like spread that evil.
Indeed. All right. Next match to talk about. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Big Maga Cool and Bird Lady in the same match.
Big Maga Cool, a.k.a. I wear sunglasses because I'm a heel now. Who do we have?
My love, you want to go first?
You guys put me first.
Ladies first.
It's interesting because I think they're gonna give it to Liv.
Okay. I too am rocking with Olivia and Big Maga Cool. Sorry, Bird Lady. And with the added bonus, I think we're getting a Bayley heel turn after they lose.
That's what I was predicting. I'm like, I think Bayley goes back to being a heel. And yeah, she's going to eventually get that IC strap off of Lyra. That's what I'm predicting. That being said, yeah, Liv Morgan and Raquel are the winners here.
Bayley about to play Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Duck Hunt. Dang, dog. Why are you going on birthday?
So I can't say what I really want to say.
Hey, all I got to say is, I know
No, I'm not gonna say it because this is
Uh-uh.
public. This is
Oh.
going up on the World Wide Web.
Oh.
Oh, where's that?
Not saying that they
On?
deserve it, because
Mm.
that's not what I think.
Ooh,
But I think for storyline, that's who's gonna take it.
fair enough. I will say that I know a lot of people on Blue Sky were complaining about, Lyra kind of having like a dry character, which they're not wrong, but for me, Lyra can just go in the ring, and if you give her like more matches to where like she's not really speaking all that much, but she's in that ring and she's just showing that she's about that Graps life, then at that point, yeah, keep the strap on her as long as you build her the way that y'all like. Don't start off the way that we started off this women's IC championship run, because that was kind of like, that's a poor build. And we're getting more matches and more defenses of the title, but it still feels like, but if you give her a match like I gave her this past Friday, then yes, give me more of that. I will happily say keep the title on her. Hell, I'll even be okay if Bailey and her become tag team champions, just so that they can eventually, lose the titles and split up, and then eventually, go against each other. That's what I think the more, I guess, long-term storyline play would be to put the titles on them, have them have a run, have them lose the titles, and then eventually you get what you get. But
That's what should happen.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What Ked said to y'all is that Lyra can wrestle in the ring, but her personality is Thanksgiving turkey dry because she the bird lady.
I mean,
You're bugging. That's crazy.
I didn't go that far, but I did say, like, yeah, that sometimes the character is like, okay, Lara, who are you? But when it comes to Graps, nah, like I'm a stick by Lara. Like I was with her when she was NXT Women's Champion. I will be her supporter as she's Women's Intercontinental Championship is champion. Mumbling my words. So long as she can continue to give, in the words of Sheamus, banger after banger after banger. Give me them matches, and Lyra can hold that title for as long as she can. I'm not against it.
Yo, so to my point, right? First and foremost, my computer just went to hell on me, and I'm restarting it back up now, which is why I dropped off and back on. But you can't hold a real nigga down, bro. You can't hold a real nigga down. That being said, the whole Lyra situation, she need a stable. She need a stable. She need like a partner or a group. And the reason for that, again, y'all say it's her promo work. I don't think she's a bad promo. I think that she does more when she has somebody to bounce off of her. No free bullshit.
So what you're saying is that Lyra needs a flock.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Oh man,
It's like, bro,
that
think
would be
about
crazy.
it. The Lyra and Tatum joints that was happening when she was in NXT, mostly because Tatum's amazing. But bro, it was Chef's Kiss was peak. It made you care about Lyra. Lyra had the title at the time, so like she was carrying the women's division, and this was like before Roxanne came in and did her thing. She was great. Like everything about it was done smoothly and efficiently, and it didn't feel boring. And you cared and you wanted to see Lyra succeed. Right now, the problem that they're not doing her no favors is like they're not giving us the story behind Lyra. They're just like, yo, she used to be in NXT. Now she's here. We're gonna put this title on her. Like, go watch her go. Caw. And it's like, nah, gang, like give me some storyline.
Crazy.
We don't have
That
a
could
lot of
cause
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
She just go out there and be like, Flying V.
Yeah, but
Yo, that's a
fly
double
together.
entendre. That's a
Ducks fly together.
all right. I was just gonna say that I do agree that she needs a story, like put a story like behind her, so that way she can grow the natural way. Though I do love the the Graps being thrown, and I think the more matches that she has like that, the more people will come invested to see, okay, what does she have next, and that could lead to her having an actual storyline. So I think that partnering up with her and Bailey, it leads for something interesting. So what I expect is Liv and Raquel to retain. What I think works best for long-term storyline is take the belts off them, put them on Bailey and Lyra, and then build a story off of them trying to retain those while Bailey secretly still wants the Intercontinental Championship. Remove the titles, have them split, have Bailey turn heel, them go to Graps, and then we get a whole program off of that. That's what I think would work storyline wise.
In a world full of Charlie Conways, be it Adam Banks.
Spitting.
If you know, you know.
All right. Did you have a winner for the match, Vonny? I don't think we got your winner.
For that tag match?
Yes.
I'm sorry, yeah, like I'm the whole computer thing I was dealing with. I meant to say as well too. Ain't no reason why the Metaphor girl shouldn't have been in this match.
Oh,
Thank you.
Here we go.
What are we doing, bro?
That's what I was waiting on.
Thank you.
Like, what are we really doing here, bro? Like, y'all had this tag match thingy to, like, bro, Bailey and Lyra they're not gang like that, G. Like, there's no reason for y'all to have put them in this match. There's no reason for it. Y'all could have put this, like, y'all could have gave them an actual tag team. Even if you weren't going to have the Metaphor girls win the title, which is fine, they would have been able to have a WrestleMania moment because they deserve it, because they're great in the ring. They could go. Black women representation. Also, they're a fresh tag team that deserves a shot. Prime time as well. Like, fam, what are we doing? And if there was a match that you weren't going to put on a card, this could have been this one, unless you felt like there was a quota that you was going to put for women, which, like, okay, then make it make sense.
And also, it's like, why they do so much work with them throughout the year just to not feature them?
Thank you. Liv and Raquel don't need the tag titles, bro.
They don't.
We gotta have Liv on the card. So like, I can forgive that. I can forgive that by that logic. But after the year she was left off last year completely. Like, I get that. Vonny gone.
He's back.
Okay. we mourned you real quick. You came right back. We're like, oh no. Oh damn it.
What can you hear? Either way.
But yeah, like you literally had Bailey and Lyra run through every legitimate tag team in the gauntlet. They came in first. And they ran through every team, bro. You could have had Shayna and Zoe there. I would have been cool with that.
The now 2-member PFC.
Stud line.
Yeah, stud line is crazy. Stud line is so fucking crazy, bro.
Scissors up, man.
So even a stud? I thought.
I don't think she is for real, but we still running with it, man.
That is so insane, bro. But yeah,
it's so crazy.
That would have been interesting. Shoot, I honestly wanted to see the KC, the party girls back in the tag in the tag division.
Yo,
like, what's up? Yo,
if they're only half a scissor now, you could call them Kill la Kill.
Wow. I gotta throw that on there. Wow.
Don't lose your way.
Hey, that is crazy. I don't think Triple H would get that or would put the words "kill" for a name of a tag team, but you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Sheesh. Hopefully Vonny will be back here soon. But yeah, that is insane. But anyway, like I was saying, I honestly would have liked to see the KCs back in the tag title picture because I just love Kaden Carter and Katana Chance and what they do in the ring. So that's just me. But Vonny, can you hear?
Yeah, my bad for dropping in and out. My computer, bro, like I got a little too passionate over here. I'm sorry, man. I'm sick of this shit, gang. Like, bro, bad booking builds bad character, and bad booking is throttling my goddamn Omen desktop right now. I need y'all to do better, be better, so I can be better and live better behind this.
Fair enough.
Triple BC. I feel you, bro.
Yes,
that is nasty. You are a sick individual. What is the next match?
All right. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, the Sin City Street Fight.
Two greasy niggas. Okay.
Yes, you've got the Scottish Psychopath versus Puerto Rican Scott Hall.
Bisexual Undertaker.
I got Drew.
I mean, they put Drew through a windshield. Like, he gotta win. He got after last year too. The way that they made him lose that title, it's like you got to get him something.
Yeah, I also have Drew in this. I think it makes the most sense. For
Good
his,
job.
for his,
We're a household divided.
Ah,
I'm always pro Drew. He's always Drew's the biggest hater.
he is the
he
hater.
is the biggest.
Drew
He's
is a
hater of the
hater.
year, or one of the
He's
haters.
got
of the year.
Roman derangement syndrome.
Drew is a big hater. He just like me for real. That's the thing.
The thing is, with him being a hater, he's not wrong. He's just he need to focus up so he can focus on getting the
I was like, yeah,
championship.
he's not wrong. He just ain't locked. He's not locked in on the right things.
Exactly. Like this man should have been champion for a year. But nah, he wanted to like crawl over the table and get the leg sweep on him by Punk and get beat up with a knee brace, all because he couldn't just take the dub and go.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And see,
goddamn,
that would be my whole thing. If I'm facing him, I'm be like, bro, you're not wrong. You just not locked in on what's important.
exactly.
Like you letting the little shit get to you, and that's why you keep failing. I would have dug into Drew with that. I'm like, but you know what?
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Take accountability.
Yes. That being said,
Like nigga, you wasn't that upset. You was singing American Pie after you lost to Roman.
damn. Listen, it really makes for me. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna pick Damian. Just because I'm a Punishment Martinez fan, as I told y'all before. Like I'm gonna stick by my guy. Do I expect him to win? No, but this is a prediction show, so I'm predicting Damian Priest to win. Now, if he doesn't,
and we like Damien. He has a good backstory, and we want him to win in all things.
yeah, absolutely.
Just not this one.
I get it.
This is technically his first singles match at WrestleMania. Technically.
I guess it's gonna be technically his first full match at WrestleMania.
His first scheduled singles match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So with that though, I am, as I told you, I'm the biggest fan of Puerto Rican Scott Hall. I do want him to succeed. So we'll see. We shall see. The fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship: Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, aka a real luchador.
I got this, man.
Okay, who you got?
I got Latino Cheat.
Latino Cheat. Dog.
Wow.
I got Latino Cheat for the dub, man. It's time. Put that belt on Dom, man. Dom been putting in work, bro, on the low ski, bro. We don't even talk about it for real.
We don't.
Listen, I'm letting y'all know now. I am Finn Balor hype to the death. Finn is my guy. Finn is my favorite active wrestler on the WWE roster, male side. Like I'm walking there. He's that one for real, but he's not walking out of WrestleMania with that title. I'm letting you know. He's not walking out of that He's not walking out of WrestleMania with a family, bro. Like no, the Judgment Day is Reynolds for that. It's wraps, bro. It's done. It's GG's. You are out of there. Bro. It's Joe Ver. You are cooked, buddy. Like they getting him out of there. Yeah, well done, like a state, bro. Hockey puck style.
You know what I'm saying? Knuckle puck time.
Drew,
y'all call me the wild boy. Damn.
He's losing. So Braun is losing that title. Let that be known. Penta is not going. They're not going to put the title on him. Yeah, not going to put the title on him yet. Even though bro be aura farming, his entrance is going to be insane.
Dog. Yes.
That walk, bro. I'm doing that walk down my wedding. When I get married, I'm doing that walk down the aisle, bro.
Yo, like
you better let
she looking at like no.
She won't even be out there. She won't even be out there first. She
won't see it. She's like, as long as I don't gotta see it, then whatever.
Yo, Finn they're getting him out of he getting excommunicado out of the Judgment Day. It's wraps out of that. This is where you build Finn back up to be a single star at that point. This is where you can break it and do it. Dom becomes the de facto leader of the Judgment Day at this point. Him and Liv running the gambit. And what I think is going to happen is they're going to get a new member post-Mania or two, because I know that they've been talking about wanting to do that potentially to make it make sense. But fuck Trump, but like, you got to make them great again. Like this is because Judgment Day, keep it funky, and this kind of pisses me off. Judgment Day used to be this real big deal, and they still are, but sometimes them niggas be looking like Team Rocket, and I hate that.
That's exactly what they are these days.
Yo, I hate it.
That's exactly what they are. And you know who you add to them
Who?
to immediately give them credibility?
Who?
My other cousin, almost.
I mean,
he ain't doing shit. They brought him back from Japan. He vacated his title over there.
They should have left him in Japan though. Not that he's bad, but like, yo, he was cooking. G, like you brought him back to do nothing.
You brought him back to do nothing. Listen, justice for my boy Omos. What he's like? What 28 at this point?
He ain't 30 yet.
I don't think so.
Hold on.
Google,
I don't know. He not. No, he a big ass Nigerian. You don't know. We don't age that. We don't age like that. We like the Saiyans. We like the Saiyans of Africans.
No, he just
turned 30. He turned 31 this year.
Okay.
Fuck.
Plenty of time.
Yo, I am old, bro. Oh my god.
I didn't even realize I was older than Omos. Wow. Shit.
Yo, what is happening to us, bro? Like
time. that's
first rule of Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club.
You're right. Listen, we still youthful in spirit, G. Like
exactly. Springtime of youth.
Yeah, Alistair, I mean, leading Judgment Day would give it some stain, but you know
that would be interesting if they got Alistair Black. That would be.
He's going to SmackDown though.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Like he could have reformed Judgment Day and like just kind of gave them some gumption again, like that. You know, but I don't know shit. I thought Stephanie Vaquera would have been great in Judgment Day when they first signed her. But I mean, you know, it is what it is.
It is
not gonna have that though.
I don't like how they took Liv would have been so good as a solo star as she was doing, and then they meshed her in Judgment Day, and it dimmed her light, and I don't.
It did.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They made her become like the side piece Candy to Dom, and it's like, yo,
side piece material, Jersey girl.
Yeah, you feel me? She got more accolades than him. And a case in point, bro, listen, the lesson learned from the Judgment Day is men always bring women down. When you think about that.
Hello.
Hey, JB, enjoy that couch, buddy.
I must say, cuz, like, first of all, that unnecessary stray. Like, damn, bro, we live together. What the fuck?
You ain't got no name, brother.
What you say fuck me for?
Get my carrying cross on.
All right, so I guess I gotta make my prediction here. I do agree that right now the Judgment Day vortex is real, and I really wish that they would either like get rid of it or do something to make it relevant again. And so I'm fully on board with that. As far as who wins, I honestly like. It's no point in putting it on Finn at this point. Penta, he just got in the door, so it only makes sense to either put the belt on Dom or for Braun to keep it. So for me, I'm thinking that if they're gonna put this belt on Dominic Mysterio via some form of shenanigans, and Braun is going to start moving on to bigger and better things. Penta is gonna eventually take it off of Dominic, not before he has his one-on-one with Braun. No, we got to see that. And I really hate the way that Blue Sky talks down on my guy Finn Balor, and they started calling him Pin Balor. I can't stand
Balor's,
yeah.
I hate that shit so much.
I hate it so much because
but it's
Finn
so funny.
Is definitely one of my favorites, and I'm just like, dog, why y'all gotta call this man that, bro? Like that is.
He has the most losses in the last year.
Yeah, it's and unfortunately, the nicknames it works, it sticks, and it's because of that. But yeah,
I need Dickhead Finn in 2025. After this point, I don't give a shit about nothing but nobody, nothing. Nobody was on my side. I'm full rogue.
Give me NXT Finn.
Yeah.
Yes.
That second run.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Give me that second run.
Give me Prince Balor back. Like, I need Fergal Devitt to get back into his Bullet Club bag and just start being like,
can we get around? Can we get the Rock and Roller, please?
Yes.
Yo, bro, please.
The real Rock and Roller.
I'm ready for it.
Okay, you made one good point though about Braun and like going on the bigger and better things. Because think about this, right? Who did Jey Uso lose the Intercontinental title to?
Braun Breaker.
Braun.
So when Jey Uso ultimately wins his World Heavyweight title, who has a claim against him?
Braun
Breaker.
Yep. That's first opponent in my opinion.
Also, consider this as well. The main event scene is pretty. It's aging, and aging out.
Mhm.
You put him in that main event scene, we get somebody younger who will be the youngest in that scene, and we can be there for the next 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's
Yup.
Braun? 26, 27?
Yeah.
If that.
Like
Braun
he's still
Breaker is
Braun
yo, you
Strowman.
about to break my heart. He 27. All right, 27 is fine.
yeah. So like he's still very young, and he's definitely next guy up. So get him in that main event scene now. You got your next guy for the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's your
All
next
right.
franchise guy because Roman's gonna be gone soon. Seth only has a few years left. AJ's about to be out of there.
Mhm.
We'll have Gunther for a while. Jay's here now, but Jay's what almost 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jay is almost 40. They still
He
got a
like
few more
36.
years left. And
Yeah.
I mean, but
Finn,
Yeah.
Finn, Damian, Drew.
Cody
Then
is 40. So
Cody's 40, right? So we need to start building up that next generation. Should be
Carmelo Hayes.
that part.
Sorry.
that part.
Oh,
That part.
that phlegm.
Man,
I
barely
ain't-
30. He's still he young, man. Put him up. That dude can go.
Can
We
we
should
get
have
some
a
Christian
match
Casanova, please?
Bruh, like need that. Christian man.
Need it badly.
Mm.
But yeah, that's who I see happen. I don't see Finn winning this at all. But I would love for Finn to go back, have a singles run, bring the demon back. Because the demon is, I mean, it's good to keep the demon away for a while, which they did. Demon should have never lost at WrestleMania to Edge. I'm sorry, Edge is a legend, but he should have never lost to the demon. He should have never beat the demon. Excuse me. The demon should have won that match.
The demon should never lose ever.
Yeah. Unless if it was a legit audible call because of the stitches, okay, fine. But yeah, no, demon should have won.
No, it was just bad booking.
Yeah, very much so.
Fuck you, Vince.
Edge didn't need that win. I know that they were, they kind of knew he was 1 foot out the door at that point, but Edge didn't need that win.
Nah, I think Edge advocated for
He did.
over.
Well, I'm glad that I'm glad Adam advocated for him to win, but WWE is going to WWE it, and I think at that point Vince was still like behind the scenes.
That was
when
his
that
last
happened.
WrestleMania he
That was
booked.
the last WrestleMania. Yep. So.
Yep, and because Edge won, now we're all forced to cope.
Mm-hmm. I see what you did there.
Because Copeland is his last name.
Yeah. Yes. We got it. We got it.
Because he got it.
Do the knowledge.
Anyway, all right. So my prediction is Dom pulls the rabbit out of the hat and wins. If it's not Dom, it's Braun. But Dom, it'll be crazy if they put the belt on Penta, but I don't foresee that happening.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Shit. Anyway,
Latino cheat.
Latino cheat. All right, the Women's World Championship: Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley, which I believe will be the ultimate match of night 2.
This is hard.
All right, this is where we can.
I think Io's taking it.
This is where we become a house divided. We talked about this earlier this week.
Well, no, there's factors. Let's see what you're about to say.
All right. First of all, this build has been horrible. It's been fucking horrible.
This
has been the worst build of like the ones they've given time to, because Rhea has no business in this match whatsoever.
Niggas call her Karen, bro.
She definitely carried her way into this.
She
match.
definitely carrying her way, right? Rhea Hogan, they call her. She has no business in this. She bitched and moaned and whined and complained. She blamed Bianca, not taking accountability for the fact that she lost focus, that she got in her feelings, and she cost herself the championship. She knew what it was with Io. She knew she never beaten her. Also, she gave Io the match in the first place. So you have double responsibility. It's your championship advantage. You did nothing with it. You lost your title, and now you're mad about it. You're making everybody else's problem.
It's your fault.
Then you want to sign the contract. That's not how contracts work. That don't sound crazy to y'all? Like, this is just nutty how this is played out. And somehow, some way, shape, or form, she's in the match. Bianca's throughout that match last year because of the double disqualification, but she literally whooped Bianca's ass as the referee. She slapped her, she drop kicked her, then she swung on her, and she gets rewarded with this championship match after all of that, bro. Didn't never mind the fact that she said she didn't care about WrestleMania at all a few weeks back. What are we doing here with this build?
I'm gonna let you know now, bro. You know what, Kat, I felt like you was gonna say something. Go ahead.
I have to agree sort of with my Nigerian brother, only because of the way that this storyline has played out. If you really could have honestly have done Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley without having to include Io in this, and this still would have been fine. And you could have built on that storyline and that rivalry that they've had going back all the way to NXT when they first got in the doors together. And you could have told that story without including Io. But since you included Io, that means that Rhea is the odd woman out, and now she's pretty much carrying her way into this match because it's Rhea. And what I really hate of what the audience has done, of course, they've turned against Bianca, who, by the way, has not been wrong this entire time.
No.
And now, you make her to be the bad guy for some strange reason. But out of all of this, what really, really, I think makes this still interesting is that you still have the story between Bianca and Rhea, but you're leaving Io out of it, and you're making her the champion play third wheel. Now, that could be a negative in a sorts, but also it's like y'all are forgetting the champion. It's now that y'all have let her, win the title, you're forgetting about her because you're all focused on your personal gripes. And that's why I think that Io is actually going to retain, because Bianca and Rhea are going to be so into it with each other that they forget, hey, you've got literally one of the best women's wrestlers in the world and the women's world champion currently, and y'all are ignoring her because y'all can't get over yourselves. And that means that Io is going to retain, and eventually we're going to get they're going to kick the can with Rhea and Bianca down the line, probably for next year's WrestleMania. So that's kind of what I foresee happening. This also can build up a heel run for Bianca, but in a sense that she was never wrong, and unfortunately the powers that be did her dirty, so of course she goes to that side. That being said, I'm on the fence about this one, because as the build, it's definitely nowhere near the level as bad as Charlotte and Tiffany. That is beyond bad build, but this one has just been so like, how did we get here? Okay, I still like the match. I still like that there's a triple threat happening. I really want to see it. Like, I'm invested. I'm just so confused. Like, what? Okay.
Really?
These people are going to cook. I love where this, I love that the match is happening, at least. I do want to see all three of them like really put on a phenomenal show. This definitely has the potential to be one of the best matches of the night, if not of all of WrestleMania. And yeah, my prediction is by all practical purpose, I want to see black women win. So if Bianca wins, I ain't gonna be mad. But common sense for me tells me Io retains.
Man, because it's not a main event match, I think this can go Io or Bianca. And there are two things at play here. We have Bianca's undefeated streak at WrestleMania, and the fact that an Asian has not won a WrestleMania in 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you have two things at play.
I didn't even know that. Oh my god!
Yeah,
yes, 25 years. Matter of fact, the last one was Taka Michinoku.
That's
he was the
wild
light heavyweight championship.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have those two things at play here. Booking conventional knowledge is definitely Io's retaining, but I think it's gonna be Bianca.
Really?
I think it's Bianca.
Interesting.
I mean, she's the biggest star. That's Triple H's daughter right there. You and I still think we do that because I think we're gonna double back with Naomi and Bianca.
That's
because I think this ultimately leading to Naomi being champion.
I think so. I feel like Io is walking away with that title at the end of the night. A couple reasons. First and foremost, ain't no fucking way you mush me in the face 6 weeks straight and I'm supposed to just take that and be cool. Like, you are bugging. Like, ain't no way I'm the champ and you me in the face, bro. 3 weeks straight. I don't give a good goddamn what you talking about, bro. I'm walking out of there with that title. I'm leaving here with something. That being said, I want to PSA something real quick if y'all don't mind. This past week, and this is specific to y'all on Instagram because I see it there mostly. Y'all niggas need to stop being gooners because I keep logging on Instagram and my For You page is EO walking out the ring this past Monday Night Raw where she had like the shorts on or whatever, and she had a little bit of butt cheek hanging out. Y'all niggas is nasty.
Nah, not
Y'all
just
niggas caught him in 4K. See?
Well, I didn't see it on Instagram. It was on my Twitter. It was on Twitter.
Twitter. Hey, check his Twitter. But that being said, bro, like I keep seeing the same 5 videos popping up every time I log on my Explore page. I don't know if that's a testament to me. I don't know if that's a testament to just this wrestling community. But it's like, yo, fam, like let's talk about the match, bro.
If it's on your For You page, you might need to look inward, bro.
Hey, JB, mind your business, bro. Don't do that. That being said, gang, like I also feel like, and this is going to be a 2-part because of the last piece, the match with Naomi versus Jade. Naomi loses to Jade, and Bianca comes out at the end of that match to support Jade and hug and do what they do or whatever. They all good and gold, and they do their little like or whatever. Mm-hmm. Naomi see that, now she got a problem. So this triple threat match happens. Bianca about to get this victory, and y'all know triple threat matches is no disqualification. At that point, she about to get a little Vic. Naomi come in, fuck the whole party up. Now all of a sudden, you think Rhea about to come in and get this. Rhea about to come in and do what she do. EO gets the victory because I feel like there's again no way that y'all letting her get her ass beat like that. Rhea's claim to winning is the fact that she's never beaten EO one-on-one, but I think that they run that back in a one-on-one match between the two of them later on down the line. I think the Bianca and Naomi situation is not going to be for the title when that comes up. So I think I do see Naomi winning that title, and then when Naomi gets the title, Bianca wins it from her.
Or Jade could win it from her.
Could be Jade.
Or a big 3 triple threat next year at Mania.
Now we talk. Now we cooking with gas. But y'all gotta let it. 25 years since the last time an Asian woman won it, an Asian person won at Mania. Like
time.
Asuka should have beat Charlotte that one WrestleMania in New Orleans.
Facts. Oh my God, fuck Vince for that.
Yes, she definitely should have won. Kept the streak going. Like you could have found ways to take the title off Asuka, but
Asuka was 900+ days, and she taps out to a figure 8, bruh.
That was my last point I wanted to say. I'm glad you said that. Y'all gonna stop trying to make Bianca Belair be an Undertaker, bro. She could lose. It's okay. She could lose at Mania. It's fine.
You say this soon after Black History Month?
But like, hear me out though, right? Like, it's not a testament to her. It's a testament to the fact that she doesn't need to be pigeonholed into just this one thing because she keeps winning. She can lose and still be better than that man.
No, she never needed you at all.
I wish I had a braid to.
Very, very perfect timing on that one.
But that's it.
All right. Any more comments before we move to the main event?
This main event.
For the undisputed WWE Championship, we got Cody Rhodes, the champion, versus John Cena, the newly heel John Cena.
Hey, I'll say it. These John Cena promos been mid. Cena specifically has been mid. Outside of that one, the first time them two was in the ring together where Cody cooked his ass and he was talking about like the dick in his jorts or some shit like that or whatever. Like that promo between them was gas, but Cena just coming out on full Karen like, you guys have made me feel like shit this whole time, and I've been doing this for you. I'm not doing this for you anymore. It's like, yo, fam, like,
you get nothing.
You get nothing.
You get nothing. You don't get no outfit. Because it's my shirt on, it's my face on this shirt. You don't get new music because it's my voice on that track. I'm like, okay.
It's my time, and Christmas is canceled. Like, bro, sit your ass down, nigga. Like, I need Cena to not. bro. Like,
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I got a comment about those whole promos, but I'm gonna let you cook real quick.
no, I'm done. It's just like, yo, fam, like Cody been delivering and carrying the promos and stuff like that. I need him. He need to come back with a haymaker.
He won't. He's
All John Cena could have said to justify the heel turn is just like, I was on a losing streak. I'm desperate for that title. I sold out, and I don't care what y'all think about it. Yeah, all these terrible things have happened, and I put up with it. But the main reason is I've been on a losing streak for what, 2 years now? And
2,000
with me
days,
being
bro.
out the door, this is my last chance to win it. And at this point, I will do whatever it takes. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say. I mean, I get the you get nothing kind of thing. I get y'all have treated me, mistreated me and whatnot. I'm fine with that. But I honestly thought that it would have made more sense to be like, I'm desperate for this, and I don't care how I do it, and I don't care what y'all think about how I do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to let anything hinder me, not fans, not Cody, not anybody. If it means selling my soul to get number 17, then I will go above and beyond whatever morals that I had previously to get number 17. That would have been a more like, well, okay, we get it. I'm with you on that, John. Do by any means necessary. If he dropped that kind of promo, I think that would have hit me a little harder. But still, I do like the promo battle that he had with Cody, because for all practical purposes, I think people I guess didn't think that Cody had it in him like that. And I'm just like, yo, have y'all not seen Cody's promos? I mean, yes, I get it. He's the superhero babyface right now, but let's not forget that Cody's been doing this for a while. He can get on the mic and he can cut a promo when he needs to. So that back and forth promo that they had, I was just like, we getting some cinema here. Like I'm enjoying the direction that this is going, at least with that promo battle. So we get one more John Cena appearance before WrestleMania because he's advertised for SmackDown, and then apparently he's advertised for a whole lot more SmackDowns coming up. So it seems like the obvious answer is that Cena is going to get number 17. But I mean, I'm cool either way with this match. Like if Cody retains, cool. If John Cena wins, cool. I just want to see a compelling match. That's kind of how I feel. I'm going to be the neutral party on this one. But
all
if
he
I have
had to
pick
do.
one, I'm going to pick Cena if I got no choice but to pick a prediction. But as far as who wins and who loses, okay, I'm good with either one.
And people don't know about Cody Lander on the mic, bro. Like that boy
Mhm.
vicious.
Yeah. See?
Oh, before I go, do you want to go?
I'm so torn because Cena's retiring this year, and
Mhm.
so it would be cool if he won, but then that means it would need to extend. But I don't know. There's the Cody factor. I don't know. I'm not tied to either. But there's multiple ways I could see this going from a storyline standpoint and a winning standpoint. So I don't really have a thought that's concrete.
Okay.
I don't have a thought.
All right.
Yeah.
I, I think my problem with the promos to this point, because I think he's very factual and he's been very, very true to life, and everything he said is right. And I think that's one of my biggest problems with Triple H's WWE is that the heels be having excellent points
Mhm.
because the fans have been horrible to him, and
Yeah.
he has been ridiculed, he has been mocked, and he has been mistreated by fans like for well over a decade. You can't wrestle. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Like all that stuff. Like that's been evident for like 20 years now.
Mhm.
And I think that's what the issue is with these promos. They're more about us and not about Cody.
Mm.
So because they're not about Cody, it's like, why do we really care about this match the way that we should be caring about this match?
Because we don't
Mhm.
care.
Because we're talking about Cody. We're not talking about Cody. We're talking about the fans and how the fans treated him. And I think it's also very interesting that in Cody's retorts to John, he is giving him a lot of the same lines that John would give other people about the fans. And he's just hypocritical about it. I think that's fascinating. And I think they did that on purpose because I think John Cena is winning.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to win 17, and I think he's going to be champion until his very last match,
Whenever that is.
end of the year.
You think he's really retiring this year?
He said at the end of
Yeah.
the year,
Yeah.
his last match is going to be in Boston
Hmm.
in December. So, yeah. I think Cena wins. I think he's champion for the rest of this year. I think we're going to get the Punk run back. I think we might even get a Roman run back at some point. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cena's about to play the hit, y'all. And it starts with Cody losing the championship.
All right.
I'm not gonna say this on here.
All right.
I just feel like all Cena had to do with this promo situation, the night that he did what he did, when everybody was asking him, well, why'd you do it? X, Y, and Z. All he had to do was say, bro, I don't answer the broke niggas and keep it pushing. That's all he had to do. He didn't have to do all of the, you did this, you didn't. Like, it was great that he gave us that, and he should have, but it's like, yo, bro, this is your moment to be a dickhead, dog. Like, give me that.
Like, nah,
please.
son. Nah, bro, me answering you is me breaking my house rule, bro. I ain't doing
Yeah, no, I don't
that.
right. I don't talk to brokies. I didn't even talk to Nikki. No. Like, I don't know, but that's that.
Interesting takes. So I think
finally got out of missionary, y'all.
Yeah. We've definitely have pretty much given all of our predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver, and of course both nights of WrestleMania 41. So really all that's left is to get to the Raw before Mania, the NXT before Stand and Deliver, the SmackDown before Mania, the Hall of Fame, which will happen at like 11 their time, and I think like 1 a.m.
1 a.m. here.
Yeah, which I mean I might peep it after work because I get off at 3 a.m. anyway, so I just might just just watch it just because really just because of Lex Luthor, because like it's a long time coming for him, to be honest.
Never would have happened with Vince.
Yeah, never would have happened with Vince. But for this weekend, I think, despite the build being kind of meh, I think that it's going to be an amazing weekend because WrestleMania is always going to be either like really great or really bad. It's really kind of pinpoint. It's really kind of hard to pinpoint any in between manias. To say the least, it's like it's either going to be really good or it's going to stink. So I don't foresee that that's going to happen. Triple H is not going to have a bad Mania match wise. Like even if the bills were kind of the matches themselves are going to cook, and they're set up for that. So I'm looking forward to WrestleMania night 1 and night 2, and looking forward to NXT Stand and Deliver. Shout out to the 3 black men who are going to be main eventing NXT Stand and Deliver. Like I gotta throw that out there. Y'all
3 years in a row with black man's been the main event of Stand and Deliver.
Absolutely. Shawn Michaels, yes sir, you've been cooking down there. Big ups to you, man. And Shawn Michaels also has the eye. We already know what eye that is, my guy. You are doing amazing and wonderful things down there.
Booker T, calm down.
Hey, no.
Man.
That boy's like,
anytime Stephanie McCare's in there, I was like, oh, Booker T, you got to calm down, bro. But listen. I just want to say that seeing Oba, Trick, and Javon in the main event, I didn't want to point that out, but if y'all have seen the meme of this, they said that it looked like a Pokemon evolution. I love it, bro. That's
it's true.
It is true, but it's just like, damn, bro, that's kind of crazy.
Oba's a fighting type for sure.
That is the Machop tree.
Yes, it really is.
It really is.
Dang, they all got dreads too. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get progressively shorter.
Yeah, they do.
As the muscles get bigger,
the locks get shorter.
That mega evolution gonna look like JB.
Hey,
I'm sorry. That's my last one. My last one, gang.
Oh no! Oh my god!
It was right there. I'm sorry. That's my last.
That's funny.
We walked into that one. We definitely did.
That's funny. That's a good one.
All right. we got to get up out of here, man. We've been here for 2.5 hours, and it's going to be an editing hell, but we appreciate y'all pulling up to the prediction show. The next time y'all will see us is I'm going to stick to doing a WrestleMania reaction show because NXT Stand and Deliver, I might just do something where I like post my reaction because, yeah, trying to do a reaction show for all three shows is, I don't want to think about that. So,
God bless.
yeah, God bless on that one. But I will at least put my own NXT Stand and Deliver. I will probably live stream that as far as like my reaction to it. And then, of course, I'll put it on the Patreon. So if you want to see that reaction, you can. I may live stream night 2 because then I'll have like the computer and whatnot up, and then I can, have the sound bar outside so everybody can hear and whatnot, so you can hear what I'm listening to and get to see my reactions in full time. Night 1, I'll just be coming off of work, because I'm taking some time off, so it may be hard for me to react in the middle of that, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, do we have any parting words for our guests? Do y'all have any businesses that y'all want to highlight? Any profiles that y'all want to highlight? Things of that nature.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shout out to my Culture Clash family. I'm recently partnered up with them over the last couple of months. I'm about to, as a family, as a Culture Clash family, we're doing a post WrestleMania show. So like that Monday after, like we live and we talking and we gonna talk about how we feel. And because I've been off for a while, I'm making my like return to content really soon. And with WrestleMania being next week, I'm going to post up every entrance from last year that I've recorded. Stand and Deliver, WrestleMania's night 1 and 2. I might even do some pinfalls. I might even do some Wale Mania stuff. So, yeah, everything is going up this week before Mania. I'm going to do my shorts. And, yeah, look out for more. And also, MomoCon. Catch me at Momo. Catch me at DreamCon.
Hey, quick question. When you throw those up, right, where are you throwing those up on? Where can we find you?
Well, that's a good question, Vonny. And you can find me right there at JB versus the World at YouTube. It'll be right there. It'll be on my Twitter at JB versus JBV the World on Twitter. It'll be on the Blue Sky. It'll be on the Instagram. It'll be on Facebook. Run them likes up. Run them subs up. We're on the road to 1,000.
Let's go. Round of applause. Let's go. Let's go.
I just want to say thank you all for having me. I'm not a podcast or content creation girly, so I just like the vibes and the chime in on my interests. So thank you all for being patient with me as I engage in this discussion with you all. And just thanks for having me.
No problem. We appreciate you coming in, Patti Mayo. On if you want to follow her, by all means.
Sure. I don't talk about anything, but if you'd like to, you can follow me at _Patti Mayo on Twitter. And yeah, that's
absolutely.
Hey.
We don't throw legal names out here. So I'm like, if you wanted to throw your legal name out there, by all means, that's on you. But
my legal name? No one knows my legal name.
Good.
I'm gonna start. Hold on. Nah, I want to start the chant though.
Don't follow
please
me
come
on LinkedIn.
back.
No,
please come back.
Yeah,
please come back. I want to start that. Nah, please come back. We want, please.
We definitely want you back now. Because WrestleMania night 2 will be on Sunday. Obviously, that means we'll more than likely have to record on a Monday. So if you have time, please be sure that you come back. We will try to make that show, as quick as possible, because usually when we do these shows, we be sitting around here for 2, almost 3 hours, and we're not trying to go that long because people have the attention span of a goldfish nowadays. So
that's real.
But anyway, Vonny.
Oh, so for me, parting words and shit. So I will be in Vegas this coming week for WrestleMania weekend. I'm not going to WrestleMania. I'm doing all the things around it. So if y'all see me, say hi. Let's take a picture. Let's get some content and stuff going together. I'm there looking to interact, engage, network, and all that other jazz. I'm looking for more people to interview as well. If you're an indie wrestler, if you work in wrestling in any sense, if you do anything around that sound, or even just a fan of it, come talk to me. Let's get some interviews and set up. Like, let's do what we do. Have a grand old time. Again, grateful and thankful to my good brothers JB and K, because as always they let me have like talk and do what I do. My pure ignorance. We were the triangle offense in a sense, and it's beautiful. As far as like where you can find me and on my stuff on all platforms, it is I Hate Vonny. It is I Hate Vonny. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube as we got new episodes of Vonny Wave Network coming in. We're going to do a WrestleMania vlog once this is all said and done. I got an album coming out as well, Vonny in the Bank. Please make sure y'all check that out also. It's going to be real live Fox 5. Go wash your face.
Indeed.
You heard him. Triangle, bitch.
Triangle. You already know.
It's your
With
boy.
that in mind,
We
with
on that
in mind,
TN shit.
we've been in this for so long because we do these long episodes. I typically don't do the rundown. However, I just want to say that for those who know my rundown list, please be sure that you follow all those creatives. Please be sure that you pay attention to everybody doing anything out here, especially if they're black artists or if they're black creators or if they're black professionals, whatever that they're doing. Please be sure that you go out there and support these people, especially to the indie wrestlers, the black indie wrestlers out there, man. We got real love for y'all. I'm just gonna say big shout out to Cappuccino Jones. I love watching that man wrestle. That is my guy. He be doing his thing, especially on Evolve. So big shout out to Cappuccino Jones. And there's some more like we just got what's what I'm thinking of? Callie Armstrong. Obviously, I've been following her for a minute now. Love the work that she's been putting in. So big shout out to her. There's a lot of black indie wrestlers and even just some new some WWE signees that it's too many to name at this point. But I'll definitely make sure I have that list of all the ones that I definitely want to shout out as well, because there's a lot of y'all and y'all are making headways. And listen, wrestling is for
The niggas.
the niggas. You already know.
Niggas.
And niggas.
And niggas. Of course. This has been a great show. Thank you all for coming. JB, aka Patti Mayo, we definitely appreciate you coming through. Vonny, as always, man, thank you for pulling up. You already know we are going to be doing these more often than not, and if y'all you might see a few surprises here and there coming this year, so just stay tuned to that. I don't really have anything else to add. I'm trying to think of if there's any new black businesses that I've run into, but I haven't run into them yet. So I will say, if you are a person who's like into piercings, I want to say just check out Ceremony Piercings out here in Baltimore. They do really good work. My cousin was a guest piercer out here a couple weeks ago. She really did her thing. Really good company to keep. Definitely people of color in there, and they do awesome jobs. So if you like nose piercings, if you like your ears pierced but in different spots, like belly button piercings, tongue rings, all of that good stuff, they do phenomenal job. Definitely shout out to Ceremony Body and Piercing, again in the Baltimore area, downtown Baltimore to be more specific. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I done yapped long enough. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the Chaotic Culture Podcast on your favorite DSP. Once again, subscribe to the Patreon for early access to the podcast and for more bonus content like our Royal Rumble review. You're not going to get that anywhere except Patreon. So please be sure that you subscribe. You can subscribe at any of the 4 levels. Once again, we appreciate your support. To follow us, please be sure that you follow us at Chaotic Culture Podcast on Facebook. You can also follow us on IG and Threads at Chaotic Culture Pod. Follow us on X/Twitter at Chaotic Culture 1 and on Blue Sky at chaoticculture.bsky.social. You can follow me, Ked the Pro, that's K3D the Pro, on all social media. Of course, you can follow my co-host, Miss Nasa at I'm the Casa on all social media. You can follow Johnny at Lee Trey at all social media. You can follow Sappy at Scratch14 on all social media. You can follow Scuba Steve at Scuba Steve 1428 on all social media. And of course, you can follow Law at L.J. L._. I done messed that up. Dang it. Law96_ on Twitter /X and L.JR_96 on IG. And yeah, I think that's it. Of course, please be sure that you follow Vonny at I Hate Vonny on all social media. And again, JB versus the World on all social media, or JBV the World on Instagram, not Instagram, Twitter, because Instagram that you have the long name. Damn, I'm stumbling, man. It's the end. I need to be locked in. All right, cool. Thank you guys once again for pulling up. And once again, this has been another edition of the Chaotic Culture Podcast. So until next time, folks, remember, embrace the culture, chaos rules, be blessed, be safe. God is love. We are out of here. Deuces.
Stay black, y'all.
So what's the word?
You are now tuned in to the Chaotic Culture Podcast. And